This channel is for immature audiences only. It is not for children, only for childish adults. We might play some video games that kids also like, but we say words like fuck and shit with alarming frequency and make crude, inappropriate, and morbid jokes all the damn time. Level 0 NPCs assumes no responsibility if your idiot spawn watches this and gets traumatized.
Okay. Hey everyone, welcome back.
We've decided we're just going to leave Luke with the unenviable position of deciding where this episode began.
No, it's fine.
Hey,
it's
everyone.
all right. They don't need to know.
I haven't bounced this off my fellow NPCs, but I have decided to order Indian food right now during recording because they are going to close probably before we wrap.
Oh my god.
No, I'm in.
Is it the same place for the stuff that we ordered?
Yeah, is it?
It is the same place.
Apple Fry's place?
Potiki's?
No, it's not Apple Fry's place. It's Masala Delight that Julie and I ordered.
You guys had
last time
that.
she was in town.
So good.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
It's been real.
Hey, we're back after a couple weeks.
No, hey. Yeah, it's been a bit. We're back. It's a mailbag episode.
Yeah, it sure is. We need our mailbag song. Mailbag, motherfucker. that just came out. That was not even planned. That's just.
I liked it a lot.
I'm in.
Yeah, we now have that.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great. Hey everyone, welcome back to Level 0 NPCs. We're playing Conquests of Camelot, Search for the Grail.
But we're not playing
But we're
right
taking
now.
We're taking a little break. We got a little thing going on here. Arthur's talking to I don't forget his name. Dweezil?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Dweezil.
I don't know this guy's name. And we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna answer some of your guys' fantastic your questions, your queries, your comments, and your suggestions. So there it is.
Your hooray!
Hooray!
Woo!
Mm. So yeah, let's get this started. First of all,
Do we want to
what?
No, go ahead.
Do we want to do the Speakeasy Passwords first? Why not?
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, can you do one at least? I need
Oh
that.
my god. How can I say no to you guys? Of course.
Time for a Speakeasy password.
Well, we've got two. Two in the hopper.
Excellent.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We ended last time on Speakeasy Password. We got we said sometimes it's okay to build the airplane on the way down. We all agreed that wasn't great.
No, it was terrible.
No. Yeah.
Complicatedly bad advice and elementarily bad advice.
Yeah.
Every level is bad.
So let's see if we can bounce back with this week's Speakeasy Password. Speakeasy Password. Some things have to end for better things to begin.
Okay.
Now, I just want to say, because you guys can't read this, some things is all one word.
No.
That's a hard right turn from me. I'm out.
Some things have to end for better things to begin. It'd be better if better things was all one word too.
that might bring me back on board for sure.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not. I think
that's like come true in the Princess Maker 3.
Comma true.
So hot take. Anyone who says that everything happens for a reason can absolutely go fuck themselves. Just emphatically, just absolutely fuck everything about that. This, however, is a slightly better way to express the positive sides of that sentiment. It's
not. Go ahead.
It's more palatable than everything happens for a reason or God closes a door / opens a window kind of thing. Just the idea that, like, yeah, sometimes bad things happen to you and, you know, you can choose for your life to be about better things after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of choose to read it as like also there are choices that you need to make in order for other choices to open up to you in some cases, right? Like, sometimes you gotta quit something that isn't working to do something better, that sort of thing, right?
That's fair.
It's also not too long for a password. It could be punchier, but yeah, not bad.
Especially if you combine some and things like they did here. It's much shorter.
If only they had put that. I really do wish they'd put that space in there.
So aside from the lack of, like, were the space there, 5 out of 5.
Right.
Okay, here's my minor problem with it. I won't give it 5 out of 5, but my minor problem with it is it seems like a lot of these passwords, they kind of do this like the half-ass thing where they're like sometimes this, sometimes that, maybe this, maybe that. It's like if Benjamin Franklin said sometimes a stitch in time saves 9 or something.
Oh,
like,
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Can't you just commit to what you're saying? And just say, like, so for instance, can you please repeat again, Matt, the
sure,
Speakeasy
sure.
Password?
Speakeasy Passwords.
I was waiting for it. Some things have to end for better things to begin. Some things have to end for better things to begin.
Yeah, it's just like, sometimes this, sometimes that, sometimes things go this way, sometimes it's very,
Here's the thing, though.
flaky.
Here's what I suspect. If it had more oomph to it, if it had more certainty to it, I think we might be on its ass for that.
Yeah, I would.
Doubtless.
If it got too, there's a needle you got to thread here. There's a narrow gap between Scylla and
not all good
Charybdis here.
things require sacrifice.
No,
right?
No. I would have completely
so
rephrased
I
it,
think. Oh, yeah, you could take it much further and rephrase it completely to like fit. But I think if it was just like things must end for good things to happen, or
no,
whatever
that's
the fuck
true. I mean, in this case,
the wording
no, it's a
was,
good point. It's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it's fine, except for the fact that, yes, this inexcusable error of the fact that it's like one word.
Also,
That's, other than that, no, you're right. In this case, it is, but I do find that it seems to be a habit of these sayings where they kind of
many of them are wishy-washy.
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
I think if it got like too specific, the danger is that like sometimes bad things happen to people that are just fully bad and pointless, and like there's all sorts of ways that people recover from that, and it's important to be like, to find a way for your life to be about what happens next instead of what happened in the past. And there's psychological processes that you go through to sort of make that happen. But if you're coping with something like that, where some part of your life fucking imploded and now you're starting again, you don't have to be chill about that. Like, that's sometimes it's just fully bad. Sometimes it's just, sometimes you absolutely fucking eat it and then pick up the pieces from there. Keeping it vague enough where it's like,
I've just heard it, like, this particular sentiment just worded way better. I think there's one that goes around that's like, you have to, you must let go of things for your hands to be open to receive whatever. Like, I mean, pithier, right? That
right,
idea.
right.
Where it's kind of like you don't have to go sometimes this, sometimes that. It's just letting go. You can, whatever. I don't have the saying. I don't have.
I think that's valid.
Handbag.
I follow where you're.
Because
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
My initial reaction was, I've heard this expressed worse, but you raise a really good point. I've probably heard it expressed better.
It's been better. Well. I mean, yes. I think that's true for every one of these.
That's true.
Speakeasy Passwords.
You got it.
I guess, in fairness, for most human language, that's probably true.
Yeah. But that's what happens. You guys want the next one? This week's.
Yes.
Speakeasy Passwords.
Speakeasy. Speakeasy.
Speakeasy Passwords.
Here we go. Negative people have a problem for every solution. Negative people have a problem for every solution.
Yeah, I had a couple of maddening conversations in the last couple of weeks that basically boiled down to that.
This is my favorite one, I think. Honestly.
I like this one.
Yeah.
I like
It's actually, if we're going to shit on all of them as much as we do, credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
That one slaps.
I like this one a lot.
Another 5 out of 5.
No, not another 5 out of 5, Luke. The other one can't be because it's not even like the proper, grammar or whatever. I don't even know what that was. That's incorrect language. No.
It's a insightful invitation to, demand better of yourself and the people around you. Like it's a really, really good point.
And here, one might get the impression that we would just totally criticize these out of hand no matter what we get. But this is a very perfect example, even though it's rare, the perfect example that if it's actually something quite good, we're totally open to that. It just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, also, it's a great password. It's not that long. It's a little witty. It's very relatable.
You could almost work it into a clandestine conversation.
Yeah.
I remember it already. I don't even need to ask. I could say it back to you. Negative people have a problem for every solution.
Damn right. You heard it once, twice, but still. That's it.
What keeps it from being I've mentioned this before, but in clandestine conversations, a lot of these passwords, it is a call and response type thing for security reasons, but you could actually get a response or call to pair with this and it would work. So as passwords go, it's one of the stronger passwords we've seen.
I love it.
God,
Awesome.
We had our first 5 out of 5 speakeasy.
Yeah, absolutely.
password.
I like no notes. It's good advice. It's a pretty good password. I'm not annoyed to say that. To go to the speakeasy, I don't feel annoyed that I might have to do that.
And it wasn't sometimes negative people have a problem for every solution.
That's true. It was decisive. It's a confident statement. This is the first absolute statement they've offered where we're like, hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm in. Let's ride.
Yeah.
they're also in the same email next Friday. They're going to have a Bridgerton trivia night.
Ooh.
So test your knowledge of scandals. Sheriff Tech Society.
Have y'all watched Bridgerton? I haven't, but have you guys?
I have not.
I've seen a few episodes.
How is it?
Actually, I'm going to have to look it up to make sure that
How is it? I mean, it's fun.
Okay.
It's a Regency period craziness, but it's not it's just a little off the wall. It's great. I like it. Of the few episodes I've seen, to be fair, and I didn't clearly like it enough to watch the whole series. But
Right.
It's not bad. It's not bad. All right, guys. We got some con questions for Camelot.
Conquestions for Camelot.
All right. As ever, we're going to start with the comments on the YouTube itself, because that's where we like them, because it's engagement for our channel.
We absolutely also like them on our Discord, because engagement on our Discord also keeps it lively.
Yeah.
Because there are days where nothing happens there.
Yeah. Hey, guys, do us a favor. Tell every one of your friends about us. Tell your enemies, too.
Tell all your enemies about us.
Bother people in the street.
Use us as a cudgel.
Our subscriber number has really, really just, it's really plateaued for the last, I don't know, year.
It's been doing okay.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not like growing crazy fast, but we're at 1,524 subscribers now.
All right. I'm going to...
That's so many people if you think about it.
It is.
It's quite a few.
Yeah.
It's more than we deserve.
If there were if there were 1,000 people outside my apartment,
It's less than Julia on her own deserves. As a collective, we are like a negative sum game.
God, is
if
that
I
No,
opened my
you guys are all
curtains
amazing.
right now and there were 1,000 people listening to me recording, I would fucking panic. I wouldn't know what to do. I would like, who do you call about that? The police? Do you call 911? Like, yeah. It'd be terrifying. It'd be like a horror movie. Just a bunch of eyes in the dark.
You know, I've performed in front of 800 to 1,000 people before, and I will tell you, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling, you know, and I think we deserve it. You know what?
Yes.
I'm saying it right now. I think we deserve it.
Yes, we deserve every one of those subscribers plus more. You guys are awesome, and this is always wonderful to do.
You're
there.
okay. Also, thank you, but also you're one of us.
It's true. Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not.
I love it. I love it.
Okay. Well, clearly you keep coming back every week.
Yeah, I was telling you, we were talking about before the recording how precious time is, and like finding time to spend with people that you like to be around. And you know, I always like to be around you guys. So yeah, every time. we do this-
Same. Oh.
Building those
All
little
right.
communities. Super important.
So we have gained 87 subscribers in the last 365 days.
Have we?
Yep.
All right. I'll take it.
It's been a year and we've got less than 100 new subscribers. So I mean, like, you know, depending on who you are, that could be abysmal. But like, you know, we have low expectations. So
We're like no expectations,
fine.
pretty much. So anything's good, really.
yeah.
3 weeks ago, the Farts and Craps show.
Farts and
Yes.
craps.
Farts and Craps show said, amazing work, new friend. 10th like, subbed, fully enjoyed, and wishing you and yours an incredible day.
Here we go.
Thanks, Farts and Craps show.
I hope you're a real human.
I hope
Farts and
you're
Craps.
not. I hope you're not a bot. No, you play retro games. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's great.
Anyway, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We
Yeah.
appreciate it. Hope you stick around.
Yeah,
Hope
man.
you continue to enjoy our content because we might grate on the nerves over time.
Oh, God, do we ever.
We do sometimes record this show as if we are a rodeo animal attempting to throw its rider. Just
This
seeing
is performance art. It's not really.
how many
a
people
Let's
can
Play
we
channel.
lose?
Our buddy C. Briggs9, good old Chris, says, hey, you can recite the message of the rose to get across the ice more easily. In that way, you could do the lands out of order if you had to give
Oh.
the heart to the ice lady.
Oh.
So there you go. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, but also,
I didn't-
I think another further comment says that you still need to have the heart to give to her, like when you get to her palace anyway. So
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
To save Lancelot,
yeah. But that's optional anyway, right? You don't have to save Lancelot.
Yeah, I'm sure like there's a speed run of this where you just go straight to the Grail
God, who
and
needs to save
fail to
Lancelot?
pick it up. But
No, I mean
yeah.
after what
If-
he's been up to.
Yeah, exactly. If he's dead, that's great. It's good news for
or
us.
you know, in cryo sleep.
There's no difference. Okay. 12
Cryo
off.
sleep is just a death.
It's just a death. As far as everyone
Actually,
else is concerned.
I think that is true based on our current understanding of science. Like we've frozen people in the hopes of doing whatever, but I believe, as far as we know, all those people are permanently dead.
Yes.
Yeah, we just frozen them to death, basically. Yes, absolutely. It's just like, you know, theoretically, the right type of defrosting could leave their organs in a state where you could revive them, I guess.
Yeah, and
If, you know, after however many years, a heart can still be restarted and a brain will not just be permanently, like, dead.
yeah, I appreciate the optimism.
I like it.
Sure.
You know
Yeah,
what?
why
I'm
not?
going to get myself cryogenically frozen.
Like when?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Not for a bit.
Live
let
on
you
stream,
know.
like live on stream. Yeah.
Live on
I definitely want to be.
Live on stream. Just this website or this YouTube channel turns into a live stream of just Matt in his cryostasis pod.
He's just shivering and getting colder and quieter as we record until he just goes silent.
And then the camera just stays on him forever.
I don't want to be preserved in any way. I want to be fed to animals when I die.
I know you do.
I want to be flung into the woods. Maybe cut into little bite-sized, like, stew beef pieces.
I want, if I'm going to be fed to an animal, I want them to work for it.
You want to be a source of enrichment for that animal.
I don't want them to, yeah. I'd like to go...
buried in the ground without a box.
If I'm, like, old and I've got, like, a terminal disease, you give me a knife and put me in the forest and just forget about me.
Oh, you want them to work? You're gonna fight the animal. You're gonna make the animal fight you for your meat.
Yeah, it's gonna be great because I won't be able to fight very well.
I want immediately. I think I've been recorded saying this before, but immediately following my death, I want to be dropped out of a plane over the Arctic Circle, but like specifically like that sort of infinite expanse of pines that's just bobcats and rabbits. Just like crash down through the pines, whatever, naked dead old man, and then just be a real windfall for a family of weasels or bobcats or whatever for that winter.
That's great.
Yeah.
Get an animal fucking cargo cult.
Well, it's like it's your best chance of being devoured by macro animals instead of just like bugs and worms and shit. And your own gut flora.
In Scottsdale, Arizona, there are tanks filled with liquid nitrogen, and that they contain the bodies and heads of 199 humans who opted to be cryopreserved. Sometimes just the heads, eh? That's wild.
No budget,
Yep.
you know.
It's budget.
That's that was sort of, well, that, and I think the idea was like, you know, as long as you preserve the brain, like the mental imprint or whatever can be revived.
And I guess they're assuming there'll be some kind of cyborg body for you in the future when we're sufficiently advanced.
I guess.
How funny would
they would be able to regenerate your body.
They'll 3D print you a new meat suit.
I see. Because how funny would it be if like they got to the point where they could revive them, but then they're like, we never came up with the technology to make you another body, so you're just a head now. So you should have.
I mean, that's pretty much the whole premise of the heads in a jar in Futurama. Yeah.
That's
where it comes from, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like, we have learned a lot about the human body and the human mind enough to get, like, yeah, the locus of consciousness is probably the brain and not the kidneys or whatever. But, like, there is a certain cavalier attitude. You're just lopping off that body like it's not important to the organism.
Yeah.
Right? Like, your brain is, like, part of your nervous system that is your whole body. And, like, yeah. Anyway, it's terrifying thought to me.
I guess, like, you know, there are, like... existing examples of complete, like, I don't know if it's a step beyond paraplegic or whatever, where basically like everything from the like shoulders down is like not usable because of like damage to the spine or the brainstem or something like that. I mean, like even Stephen Hawking, right? Like he had no control over pretty much any of his body. After,
he had one cheek muscle that was still working when he died. They were racing against the clock to develop a way for him to continue communicating if he lost control over that cheek muscle. That ended up not being necessary because he died still having control over that muscle. But that's a good point. Like he had only his mind and that one muscle to work with, and he was still a person. He still had consciousness and contributed to the scientific world.
Yeah, so I imagine that, like, you know, because we have examples like that, that is why there are people who are like, well, if cryo, you know, stasis ever works in any capacity and like human tissue regeneration and stuff like that, whether it happens or not, like at least the brain, you know, if they advanced technology far enough to revive a brain in cryosleep, probably that's enough.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There are
personally, I don't know if I agree with it, but you know.
Well, like you make a great point that like Stephen Hawking, leading an almost purely cerebral existence, still made a lot of strong contributions to the world. So Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It's true.
if you can only afford to freeze the head, I guess you might as well.
I guess
Yeah.
my last question regarding this is, if we did live in the Star Trek times, would you be comfortable with the transporter? Using it?
It is essentially a 3D printer / shredder.
Yeah.
They're like Star Trek fans, probably some of them in the comments, will debate that it is more than that for various reasons, but it does scan you into a computer file. It's Matt, what's the file format for 3D printing?
Yeah, it's like an STL. Yeah.
Yeah, it scans a fancy space STL of you and emails it to where you're going.
And
Then prints a
what's
new
on it.
you.
Like,
And then just quietly destroys the original copy of you.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because there are canonically like transporter clones and stuff like that, that does obviously mean that like it's not just all of the stuff that is you being moved to a new location, right? Like you are becoming fucking like replicator tea for fucking like Picard to drink.
The other wild thing about the transporter is it is easily the most temperamental piece of fictional technology that Star Trek invents. Like, there is always something wrong with it. It is so subject to interference. There are so many existential episodes hinging around problems that happen during teleportation.
It is true. Honestly, like if they did build transporters, I feel like we've had the basis for a lot of that technology so long that it would probably be relatively reliable if it was like, you know, a file format. It's like, oh, they can't receive that email yet, so let's just send it again later. You know? Like this whole idea of like a transporter buffer that like can only maintain the body and mind for like seconds while it reconfigures in real time on the other side, you know?
The notion of authenticity is philosophically interesting. And I don't know that I have like concise thoughts on it. I think my basic thing is, let's say that there's a machine that teleports you to Mars. It's making a copy of you on Mars and destroying the original. Why is it destroying the original? For why is it doing that? What is the motivation of the person?
I see why security. I know why, like, from a security point of view, they destroy the original. I know why, from a security
compliance.
Yeah, from a security standpoint, why you'd only be existing in this transporter buffer for a few minutes while you fucking, you know, teleported. Is so you can't get made again over and over again.
It's just the fucking like European Union stepping in on like personal information.
So I was referring to original recipe flesh and blood you being destroyed by the machine. Like, so the thing scans you, it recreates you, and then it destroys the original. That last step is what I was objecting to. You've raised a really good point that there are two copies of you. Yeah. There's the original you, there's a copy of you made at the destination, but there's a digital version of you that is all of the information about you, and therefore, by a lot of philosophical standpoints, is you that is being deleted.
Yes.
And there's nothing really to stop them from storing that information and making as many of you as they care to make. But also, is it ethical to kill that digital entity?
It's also it's better than cryogenic preservation. Like, why don't they just keep that and then, like, in 500 years?
I mean, sure, if like that, if they like that would basically just make cryogenic rehabilitation or whatever the fuck like pointless. If you could just like make a perfect digital copy of a human being, and well, except for the argument that maybe your original meat is you. So like a copy of you is not you.
That's such a good point, Matt. The digital, the you in the buffer. Yeah. The ethics of destroying that information in both senses. the ethics of wiping that information after the transfer is complete and the ethics of not wiping it are so fucking unnavigable.
Think about the think about the ethics of transporting some poor asshole who doesn't even know transporters exist. They're dead. You killed them. And,
You've just killed that person. Yeah.
You just killed that person and made a copy of them. They're not aware, but yeah. So if you use transporters a lot in Star Trek, you're like a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
You would just get good with that. You would just have gotten good with that. So what I was driving at there originally was that, let's say they're teleporting people to fucking Alpha Centauri. It's totally impossible to get there without faster than light travel, which, let's say for the sake of argument, only exists in the form of teleportation. They teleport there. It's a zero return trip. I was going to say I would be all right with that as long as they weren't destroying the original. I would be comfortable making a distant copy of myself to live in Alpha Centauri.
You over there. Yeah.
I don't care which one of me is the original. I presume he won't either. There's no way for the two of us to communicate. Sure, why not? But
wouldn't it be interesting if you guys shared a quantum consciousness?
Oh my god.
Being in the same.
Yeah, if we could entangle all of our particles to share memories. But I actually don't know if I'm comfortable with existing as a digital file. I actually don't know that I like that. That actually really complicates it for me, whether I would undergo that. Like, do I trust the data security of the transporter company? But even if honestly, I do, am I comfortable destroying the digital version of me?
Knowing what or seeing what we have been seeing in the last couple of years, I wouldn't trust the data security and or that it would not be used for evil.
We would need to know the worlds in which we trust this system would have to be so different from our own.
Yeah, you couldn't trust like an Equifax with all that shit. But I forget whether it was Altered Carbon or Dark Matter, but there was another sci-fi series that I watched a lot of that did an interesting thing, which is like there are surrogate bodies basically where you can kind of like rent and like beam your consciousness into at like the speed of light or something like that.
Oh, that sounds like Altered Carbon. I haven't seen or read the original, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Altered Carbon. Maybe they did something similar in Dark Matter, but yeah. So yeah, I think I approve of that more. Although like there is the other sort of ethical thing that they explore in that one, in that like, you know, the original owner of the body, because they are people basically that are getting locked in like basically limbo while somebody else owns their body temporarily. Yeah.
I guess you could, if there was some sort of like technobabble explanation wherein the only way to scan a person to teleport is destructive, like the act of scanning someone thoroughly enough to recreate them somewhere else is to disintegrate that person. Like, so that's like the theoretical justification. Like the scanning process is that destructive, but also perhaps the file is so complex that it can only be destroyed, that it can only really be stored in the form of printing it off, right? Like if that is how teleportation works, is that they scan you by destroying you and store you by printing you out again, such that there is no existential limbo.
It's so complicated that it can only be replicated in meat. It can't exist in a buffer, so to speak.
I don't see why that would be the case, but that's a scenario where if that were provably true, it would kind of set me back to ground zero for resolving the ethics of it in my own head.
This is why, like,
ethical questions aside, though, I'm of a mind that, like, although I don't necessarily believe in like the soul and stuff like that, that probably your brain is your consciousness. right? The actual physical manifestation. And you could theoretically create a perfect copy of it. I don't think that that's necessarily impossible, but that would be a new me with its own consciousness.
I think even if you believe that your brain is sort of like the interpreter for your consciousness, which exists somewhere in the multiverse, somewhere else. I think even if you believe that, I still think you could attach to your copy, and I think that would be fine. Like, I think that still works. Like, because theoretically, in that case, if that's what you believe, then your consciousness exists outside of space-time anyway. So it would just attach to your nearest
if that's
copy.
what you believe.
If that's what you believe.
That's another, like, if there was some scientific basis for that belief, right? If they're like, we're just meat and
you have
tenay.
scientifically proven the existence of the soul, so that's like a completely different.
Well, if science reveals that we are simple meat and tenay for like extra dimensional field of consciousness, then yeah, absolutely. Just get a machine that shits out a new meat suit for you on Alpha Centauri, and then you just switch channels to it for sure.
You just have to figure out what links your consciousness to you.
I would need such compelling proof of that reality. But I mean, probably we would have other things that hinted at that existence.
Yeah. Also, this is why I think Star Trek works so well for that, because nobody's trying to make money off of it. Everybody's doing it because they want the world to be better. Everybody's doing it because they want, humanity to progress. And in order to do that, you just save time by getting people to where they go immediately. And yeah, in a capitalist society, don't trust fucking anyone with this. Mm-hmm. Don't. It's bad.
Yeah, you would have to have a true, like, global revolution in order for that to be okay and doable. Which, I mean, happened in Star Trek. So canonically, like, yeah, there was an enormous fucking crash, and like, the Earth was only basically saved by communism. So, whatever. But, like, I mean, I know it's like more utopian than that, but, yeah, I still would imagine, like, unless there was like something even, well, I mean, in Star Trek there are like fucking the Q continuum and all that shit, so like maybe there is just human souls that and alien souls that can be like transplanted magically from one body to the next, and that's fine. But I also get a little bit of a kick out of the idea that like every time you transport someone, they just straight up cease to exist. They just die in that exact moment. But like they just continue, like the show continues because they're like, okay, new person doesn't know that they just died on the other side.
Yeah.
There's a real Black Mirror episode about that. Like,
is there? Okay.
No. I was saying what I mean to say is that would make a good Black Mirror episode where like someone gets teleported somewhere and they basically are like locked in a tube and like experience horrific death, and then it just cuts to them living happily on Alpha Centauri and then hopping in another teleporter and again like screaming and dying in this tube while a copy of them just wears a copy of their skin and loves a copy of their loved ones.
I'm about to spoil a movie, so I will put a chapter in a thing here. And so you can skip ahead if you don't want spoilers for what the fuck was that movie called? I think it was Wolverine. What's his fucking name?
Oh, The Prestige.
The Prestige.
The Prestige.
How did you get The Prestige from Wolverine? That's great. I love that.
The actor.
Well, I know, but
Hugh
I mean,
Jackman.
it's so
Hugh
far.
Jackman was the...
Yeah, I get it.
I get
the thread, but it was
Alex
impressive.
knew where I was going.
Yeah.
That's the plot of The Prestige.
Yeah.
Right? They do this great like bait and switch on you where they like go and they show like the dove trick where they basically just kill a dove by crushing it and have a new dove come out elsewhere. And so you're led to believe during the entirety of this movie that like it's a trick, right? That it's an illusion. But like at the very end of the film, it's just like there is this room where there's just like, 50, 60 corpses of Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman has been
because
drowning copies of himself, and every time he does the trick, he doesn't know whether he's the man in the vat or not.
Yeah. I like the last 5 minutes makes that movie perfect.
It's great.
It's like not a flawless movie.
You didn't
but there are
know
several.
It was a Twilight Zone episode.
There are several really remarkable and ambitious things about that movie for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not a perfect movie, but a perfect ending to that movie.
So there it is. What about you, Julia? Would you trust it?
No, I barely trust anything we have now.
Yeah, well, that's so fair. That's so fair.
Yeah, I don't. I would need a very, very compelling reason why the original has to be destroyed.
No, I don't want to die. That's murder.
To begin with, I would need such an incredible scientific explanation for why you got a garbage disposal your original body, because that's wild.
I mean, I'd say it's more assisted suicide than murder, but yeah, still.
Yeah, nobody's making you do it. That's true. Yeah.
Unless, like you said, there are those situations where you beam someone without their consent.
Get in the transporter.
No.
Yeah.
I Pulaski it up. I'm like, there's no way I'm doing that. Forget that.
The truth is that, like, if transporters were real and we understood how they work scientifically, I bet you there would be a little bit of mystery there on why everything's fine on the other side. People would be like, well, it is, so let's go there. That's what I think.
What I love most about this, nobody asked.
Julia asked.
I asked because I can't remember the original thing.
In the comments, in the like we're emptying the mailbag, and this was not a mailbag question. I love the question.
Yeah. All right. Okay,
we got here somehow.
Let's actually
that's got to be the name of our new podcast. Nobody asked.
Nobody asked. Let's do an actual.
We can retire pork features for nobody asked.
That's true.
I gotta go intercept some Indian food.
Oh, perfect. Good timing.
I shall return.
Okay, Alex is gonna have to respond to the question without knowing what.
Oh, this is great. Okay, this is Juffa Wup, who says, "Conquestion for Camelot. Other than this game and Quest for Glory IV, I have never heard of a mad monk. Not in other modern media, not in folklore, nowhere. Are any of you aware of the cultural mad monk touch point that I've missed? Or do we suspect someone at Sierra just liked the term? Perhaps in part for the alliteration." Now, here's the thing about this question. Lord Senile kind of answered it.
Did he? Okay.
But I want to know
I believe it's a reference to the Cask of Amontillado.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please explain for the benefit of those.
Yeah, go ahead. Explain. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So my understanding is very, very limited on the actual story of the Cask of Amontillado, but it's shit.
Can you hear the motorcycle, by the way? I just kind of ask while you're pausing.
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Someone's rumbling out there.
I am back.
What'd you order?
I got buttered chicken. I got a bunch of chicken samosas. And what do they call it? A couple orders of aloo paratha.
Oh.
Nice.
Sort of a stuffed naan-like thing.
So yeah, unfortunately, it's been a very long time since I read really any Poe. But I guess it's a story of a monk in a monastery who is wronged by another monk or something like that and kills them and hides their body in a wine cask. I might be wrong. I might be very off base on
No.
that.
You're going off memory, man. It's fine.
Yeah. And so like the idea is like he is paranoid and that's why he kills this other guy and hides his body in a wine cask, and therefore sort of like is the original sort of quote mad monk thing. And I'm not quite sure like again where that all is, but like he like traps his prey, so to speak, and then it, if I remember correctly, and this might be coming completely out of left field, but like the wine that is made with this guy's corpse inside the cask, because he like basically, put him in a full barrel of wine, was like like surprisingly good or something like that. But
yeah, person wine.
So. Yeah.
Well, Lord Senel
There's a type
says,
of bee that makes meat honey.
Oh.
It's a vulture bee. They eat carrion, and they turn it. It's not exactly honey, but it is their equivalent of honey, and it is made out of meat, and it is allegedly pretty horrible.
I would imagine, yeah.
I don't know what the question was, but we're not going to. I couldn't hear about dude wine and not talk about meat honey.
No. It's fine. It's fine. We decided. We made the decision while you were gone that we weren't going to tell you. We're going to see if you could guess what we were talking about.
I don't even know if we were specifically going to see if you could guess. It was just like we were going to do an answer to the question and like just see where Alex took it.
Where you ended up, yeah.
And we got meat honey out of it already.
Meat honey.
So like I feel like it's been a win.
Yeah. So Lord Senel said, I've actually come across the Mad Monk type in media so much that I was rather surprised to see that it didn't have its own TV tropes page. The most famous one from history, of course, is Rasputin, who was known as the Mad Monk. But there are also many examples. There's a character in One Piece named the Mad Monk. There's one in Baldur's Gate. I seem to recall one in Blackadder as well, but I can't find the particular one. In connection with the Arthurian legends, it's a bit more tricky, but I did find one in the book called The Hidden Treasure of Glaston from 1946, which deals with some characters discovering a mystery surrounding King Arthur at an abbey in Glastonbury Tor. And there's a character referred to as...
why the Mad Monk is at Glastonbury Tor in this game, yeah?
Yeah, and there's a character referred to as Blaheris, the Mad Monk. Blaheris is both the name of one of the first scribes of Arthurian legends and also the name of the father of one of the Knights of the Round Tables, which was mistakenly slain by Gawain. That is a... Lord Senel beat us to it. That's what it... That's it.
Nicely done.
Nice job.
Yeah, I was going just completely off of memory on the...
that was good.
Edgar Allan Poe's Cask of Amontillado, but that's... I didn't know that like Rasputin had been called the Mad Monk.
I'd heard that, yeah.
I kind of get it, right? Like he was very into like culty shit, if memory serves.
Yeah. So there you go. Wow.
Lovely.
Mad Monk. Anybody else know any more Mad Monks? Put your answer in the comments below.
Back in the day, your clergy were also, alchemists and occultists and spiritualists in like the abstract sense, and scientists. Like they would like experiment with science and shit like that. And then later on, it was more like, you have Galileo under house arrest for suggesting that the Earth orbits the sun and shit like that. But back in the day, like you would sort of have literal mad monks where like you have someone who, he's a bishop or something like that, but also he's trying to turn lead into gold or like build a homunculus.
Right. So yeah, the Mad Monk thing. Yeah. I'm actually a little shocked it's not a TV trope either.
Yeah, that is surprising, honestly.
Oh, well.
Maybe it has a different name. Although TV tropes is usually pretty good about that kind of thing.
Idris.
Conquestions for Camelot.
So this is actually...
Hooray.
Yay! This is actually more of a response to the thing we said about what's the worst thing you ever ate.
Okay.
So, Idris says, the year was 2014, between Christmas and New Year's. I was in Japan for my brother's wedding. My brother-in-law took me out to a sushi train restaurant, the kind where everything is 100 yen. It was great. But then he ordered something...
Already going down a bad road. Good stuff. Keep going.
But then he ordered something special on the Bullet Sushi train. It came while I was unboxing a toy after disposing our plates into the return. He didn't tell me what it was. He just said, eat. It was something unrecognizable packed into a soybean pouch.
This is how you end up eating bees. Everybody. Bees, I wouldn't say it's anywhere near the worst thing I've ever eaten, but that is exactly how I ended up eating bees.
That's how you ate bees.
In Japan and just like someone saying just eat and not questioning it too much further than that.
Oh shit!
Continue.
Later, I would learn it was fermented bean curd.
Natto, yeah.
Natto, yeah. My body has never rejected food more in my life. My throat didn't want to swallow, but not wanting to spit it out, I plowed through, forcing my body to ingest it. It sank to my stomach like a lead weight. Upon this, my body told me, well, if you won't let me get rid of this, you ain't eating no more. And my body sent the I'm full signal and closed up shop for a full day. So natto, yeah.
Did I respond to that? I feel
did.
Like I might have. Yeah, okay.
You did.
Talking
You
about
wrote, natto, I never got the taste for it either. Yeah, that's one big, let's see if the gaijin can eat it fave. Usually it's the stink that get people, but the flavor and texture both have their own thing going on too. Yeah.
Imagine like semi-firm like black beans. They're soybeans essentially.
Yeah.
But they have been fermented, so like they've started excreting a snot.
Yes.
And that's the texture. It's beans covered in snot.
But what does it taste like? Garbage?
I mean, it's fermented soybean, right? It's been a long time since I've eaten it, so like I'm going entirely off of memory. But it's like a really musky tofu.
Yeah. So the very, very, very first Iron Chef that I ever saw was Natto Battle, where they had to make a full course of meals using natto. And it was blowing my mind how gross this shit looked.
Yeah, when I was in high school in Japan, they regularly offered natto along with the rest of your meal. And I would eat with the other students quite frequently because I was in high school. And it was a cafeteria. And I could not watch, especially in my early years in Japan, people doing the natto thing, because there's a whole thing, right? Because it's got this stringy snotty thing going on, and you gotta really twirl your chopsticks in it to get it to stop pulling across. It's really stringy cheese, so it's unpleasant. It's a feast for every sense.
It's they were making some crazy shit with it, man. I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, well.
My wife likes natto. I don't get it.
Hey, those people really seem to enjoy it. The people on the show, they were like, Actually, one of the women, I believe, judges, was like, I don't actually really like it, but in these dishes, it's fantastic. Nice job.
I could see that there might be ways to hide the natto and make it fine.
Yeah. I loved Iron Chef, especially
I love that Japanese series.
Yeah, the Japanese one, the '90s one, so goddamn fun. I love it.
Have any of your family ever subjected you to natto, Julian?
No, it's never come up, and I'm fine with that. I don't think I'm missing much.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like age and lack of sleep. Did I talk about Faluda before on the show? Is that what prompted this what's the worst thing you've eaten thing?
That might have, yeah. So this is a response to the what's the worst thing you've eaten.
It's also like not having recorded in a while. Yeah, the only thing I've ever eaten that I physically couldn't get into me was the Faluda. And there was no particular thing about it. It's just my body refused. My whole system was shutting down.
Yeah.
It really closed the blast doors on me.
I gotta ask Matt, who's your favorite Iron Chef then from that series?
Who was my favorite Iron Chef?
Mm-hmm.
God, that's like trying to pick my favorite kid.
You only got 2.
God,
Might be harder.
I really, really, really like. I'm just looking up their names so I get it right. I really enjoyed like the chairman. First of all,
Kaga,
yeah, fucking great. Love that guy. but my favorite was Morimoto.
Yeah.
I love Morimoto. That guy had some fucking charm. I love that guy.
Yeah, I have a picture of Morimoto with my mom. We went to his restaurant in Philadelphia when he had one there.
All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Morimoto is called
awesome.
Morimoto. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
How was the food?
It was very good. It was very good. I can't remember. It was a long time ago, but yeah, it was very good.
Awesome.
But yeah, Morimoto is so good.
I did like it when they brought out Kobe for the Italian, because they wouldn't bring him out every week. They just bring him out when it was special.
Yeah.
But
they're all fun. They're all great.
Yeah. They all had their special little things. I also had a soft spot for Sakai.
Yeah, fish Sakai.
Iron Chef. Yeah, Iron Chef French. Loved that guy.
If I can find it, there's if I can find a version of it that has subtitles. There's a Japanese show that I love, which is like the opposite of Iron Chef. It was part of the Lincoln series, which is like Downtown and a couple of other like big name comedians, and they would all get around they had a segment called Ristorante Lincoln, where originally members of the main group, and then once all of them had a chance, they would bring in comedians from elsewhere, and most of them had never like even cooked in their lives, but basically they had to make a full 4-course meal with no training. Nobody to help them in the kitchen, but they would give them like any kind of like they would say ahead of time what kind of food that they wanted to make, and then like the show would like provide them with the best quality stuff that you can get. So that would be like, top quality Wagyu beef and like ise shrimp and stuff like that. And then like the whole episode was them like just fucking everything up in the kitchen, and then presenting their meal to everyone around the table and just getting basically their shit pushed in by the rest of the people in the table because like their food was so terrible.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
I'll see if I can find a version of it with subtitles to share it around with at least the NPCs.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's it for the YouTube section. Now we're moving on to the Discord.
Hooray!
The show Nailed It on Netflix is a bit like that show you describe, Luke, where it's like
oh, cool.
Total, like someone who is they get a masterfully made cake that's like decorated sculpturally. And then they get just a bunch of absolute amateur fuck-ups to try to recreate it. The results of which are like comedic, bordering on horrific. Like the shit that they make is sometimes like really like scary and hard to look at.
Yeah, it's rough. Okay.
I'll have to check that out. I'd seen like stills of it on Netflix, but they weren't selling it quite. So that is enough to get me interested enough to check it out. So I'll have to take a look.
So we watched we did this one. Sorry, I'm just trying to find where we were. Philip is a real Questions for Glory hero, like a real Conquestions,
Of course.
for Glory hero, like for Camelot. Oh,
He gets a Questions for Glory. That
God,
one's for you, Philip.
God, that is one of my favorite things on Earth.
Yeah, real shot in the
That
arm
sting.
there. Yeah.
Oh,
It's one of the best things that people have ever made.
yeah, it's one of my favorite things ever. Yeah.
Eighth wonder of the world.
Yep. So we did the wedding one, right? Whose wedding among the Sierra protagonists would you most like to attend, and which one would be
I
the
don't
worst?
think we have done that.
Did we
did
do
No,
that
I don't,
one?
no, I don't
remember
think
that.
so.
Well, shit. Okay, here we go.
If we did it, it's worth another crack.
Yeah, whose wedding? Yeah, we did the. I think that we did the last one we did was which Sierra Dynamics TCD character would you enjoy cosplaying? We did that.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure because I said.
We talked
Sludge
about
Vohall.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
said Grace Nakamura, and then Luke was like, "That's just cheating, and that's boring," and he yelled at me.
I don't think I said
So I remember
that.
that.
But
I remember that clearly.
That's how it happened.
Yes, that's how I remember
Don't
it.
check-
So that's the truth.
Don't check the
I
tape.
remember not so necessarily saying that like you cheated, but it's like, just because she's Asian.
She's Japanese. I don't know. She wears glasses. I used to wear glasses. I don't know. I can read.
You still
She
could
can
if
read,
you
probably.
tried.
Yeah. I don't know.
I can read. She can read probably.
Okay, then this one is great. Whose wedding among the Sierra protagonists would you most like to attend, and which one would be the worst?
Yeah. I know which one would be the worst already.
I mean, yeah, I think like the answers are pretty well like cut and dried there. Probably like I'll start, I guess, because I'm already talking. The hero for Quest for Glory. Because like no matter what you do, like you're either the king of Silmaria by then, or like, and there's fucking magic. So it's gonna be an interesting wedding, no matter what. And then like worst is gonna be Larry Laffer, if he ever gets married,
That's got to be the worst.
because it's gonna be a shitty Vegas.
Especially because it's someone he just met.
wedding. Oh yeah.
My
Well, he met recently and spent an absolutely unnecessary and unusual amount of time trying to impress the person.
Yeah.
They kind of gave up and yeah, like somehow they ended up getting married.
Yeah.
my dad's a retired Baptist minister and has performed a huge number of weddings in his day, to the point where they get sort of interchangeable. I think I've mentioned this specific thing on the show before, but he has performed. I asked him once if he'd ever had anyone object during that part of the ceremony where you ask if anyone has any objections. And he said no. He's never had anyone object, but there was one wedding where he thought, this is the one. This is the one where I'm going to ask if anyone has any objections, and someone in the back is going to stand up. And he described being conflicted about it. Like he felt some anxiety about that. And I was like, I think you have that all wrong, because you're the only one who can see the whole thing. You're the one guy at the very back of the room who's got eyes on everyone. You'll be able to see the person stand up. You'll be able to see like what the whole deal is. You're the only spectator. Everyone else is involved. You alone are impartial. All of which
so
is to
fair.
say, I think you can have a really good time at a bad wedding if you have the right perspective.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
So I
You're
think
not
there's
part of the wedding party. Yeah.
it's important to remember that you are not Larry Laffer. You are not Larry Laffer. You've made none of the decisions that he has made. And with the right perspective, I think you could have a hell of a time at his wedding.
I think so. Yeah, that's true. I actually think maybe the worst wedding might be Graham and Velanice's wedding. I don't think a lot happened there. I don't think it was a It was a lot of
Well,
fun.
we've seen that wedding.
Yeah, there was a dragon, I guess.
There was a dragon there. There were like gnomes.
I don't think
There
it
was
would be the worst, but I do get what you're driving at. It doesn't seem like
Yeah.
it would have been that interesting.
There was a lot of
It
monsters at that wedding.
It wasn't an exciting wedding. I mean, despite the fact that there was a dragon there.
Here's all I care about with weddings. Is all I care about is the food good at the wedding, right? And so
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
like the Larry Laffer wedding.
Infinite soup.
Great, yeah.
The food
Yeah,
is not going to be good.
you're gonna get food
Savagery.
poisoning at Larry Laffer's wedding for sure.
Oh my god. There were no humans. Oh no, there was humans. There was Little Red Riding Hood and Grandma. And Neptune's right there.
Was there
the
food
gnome
at that wedding?
king.
Was there even pictures of food at that
There's
wedding?
there's no food.
That's
There's no food.
horrible.
It was just monsters. Even Hagatha came to his wedding and Dracula.
Yeah, that's
His wedding
horrible.
was bullshit.
Yeah, that does
I
sound.
mean, I imagine
stressful.
that the reception probably happened elsewhere.
Yeah, and like it was also a Christian wedding. There's a big cross.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
Weirdly.
I was gonna say, oh man, I bet Sonny Bones' wedding would probably suck.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, cops everywhere.
It'd be a safe wedding, you know.
I actually.
I don't think it'd be a safe wedding. If all those guys getting drunk and stuff, I don't think so.
I think it would be. I think it would be. Yeah, you get to go out and like Fun for Algernon said, go out and smoke with Keith.
Well,
He
I
does
think
smoke.
safe in depending on how you're participating in it, right? Like I don't think anything interesting or dramatic is going to happen at the wedding. Well, I guess
Yeah.
it depends on the plot of the police quest game. Something horribly dramatic and violent could happen.
I don't think they're gonna have. I think they'll have okay food. I don't think it's gonna be amazing.
I think if you go to Larry Laffer's wedding, you will get food
Yeah.
poisoning
That's part
if
of
you
it.
you
eat
definitely
any
will.
of the food. I think that's not a guarantee at Sonny Bonds' wedding.
No, it's just gonna be bad banquet hall food. That's like the
Yeah,
barbary
it's
chicken
gonna
and all
be
that.
a pretty tedious affair, I think.
I think your chance.
I'm
of,
pretty sure that Larry Laffer is on the record as like bean dip from like a Carnival cruise is like his favorite food. So.
Oh God. I
Yeah.
think your chances of surviving a Roger Wilco wedding are pretty 50-50. I think.
Yeah, I think a Space Quest wedding, like your chances of ever going back to your normal life, you're probably stuck in space forever.
Yeah.
Well, here's my counterpoint to that one is like you can be almost certain that the entire wedding was planned and executed by Beatrice Wankmeister and not Roger himself.
That's
and
true.
she has her shit together.
Yeah.
So it was probably a fine wedding, if like, also mostly just a StarCon wedding.
So what if? I guess it depends if the wedding is at the start or the end of the game.
I mean, it would be between Space Quests 5 and 6 when
Oh, then it would
You
be
know,
fine.
the
If it wasn't in a game.
cause like pre-Stellar Santiago's existence.
Fucking Stellar Santiago, fucking Space Quest 6 coming in and fucking ruining everything.
I think
Yeah.
Hero of
So
Spielberg wedding is an interesting wedding for sure. Possibly the most dangerous to your person, because the hero of Spielberg is going to have a very different relationship with a lot of the people there. Like that's going to be an interesting political weapon. It's like Thieves Guild people and candidates for the King pageant, and like there's a lot going on. But the trade-off of that is you get Erasmus drunk enough, he might polymorph you into a bird or something. Something cool could happen.
Yeah.
You might then be stuck as a bird forever, depending on how drunk Erasmus was, of course.
I wonder about Laura Bow and Steve Dorian's wedding. That would probably not be good either.
Yeah, it doesn't
I think
sound
that could be very charming as like a time period to visit.
The 19.
You reckon she would get that sad Luigi
Sandwich, yeah.
pastrami
Yeah.
sandwich guy to cater the wedding.
He's a stevedore, and she's like a kind of a journalist, so I don't think they're making much money. So yeah, they're probably going to get Luigi with his corned beef sandwiches to cater.
I suppose it is a prohibition era
Yeah.
wedding too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling
Oh,
it.
I
God,
can't
yeah,
imagine
that's
it would
true.
Be a great wedding.
Yeah. You've got me
Yeah,
thinking
the
about-
wedding's either going to be boring or slightly dangerous and illegal.
Yeah. who would have the best food? I guess I'm thinking it's probably going to be one of the kids, like Alexander
Yeah.
or Rosella are going to have the best food.
Well, we've seen the wedding of Alexander to Cosima as well. That was the last scene of King's Quest 6.
Yeah. I think that party might be fun. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
I
they're
think
fun
there's-
people, but we'd have fun at their party.
We'd have fun.
I think you're right in that King Graham's party wouldn't be fun. I think it is the safest context in which you could meet Dracula.
Yeah. True.
I think
That's
you
true.
can attend a party and meet Dracula and talk about like his immortal life being thousands of years old and siring most of the world's vampires and everything he thought about like natural philosophy and history. And then just leave and go
bet-
home.
I bet being buddies with Dracula would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you actually went to King Graham's wedding and became like friends with Dracula, because Dracula being friends with you is a tiny part of his immortal existence, right? It's like him getting a pet mouse, right? he can afford to really lavish his attention and love on this little pet mouse because it's only a couple years of his immortal life.
It's true.
Even if it was just like, buddies who meet up every couple of years or something like that. I still think like partying with Dracula would be kind of nice.
I bet Dracula gives a combination of incredibly good advice and incredibly bad advice.
Well, what's fucked is you kill him in that game, and he still shows up to the wedding.
It didn't take.
Didn't take. I'm gonna read you the guest list for his wedding.
Yeah, because I'm
okay?
thinking the wedding
Please
photos
do.
are going to be amazing. Like, I'd be
Yeah.
there just for that.
So there is gnome,
Mhm.
wizard,
Yep.
giant, big bad wolf, grandmother, little Red Riding Hood. Is that some sort of gnome king? I don't know.
Yeah, there was a gnome king.
Yeah, there's an.
That's who you get the shield from or whatever.
Yeah, right. Then there's the girl. There's a girl with blonde hair. I don't know who she is, but I think she's the only normal woman there. Hagatha, Dracula, mermaid, King Neptune, who's the
Yeah.
biggest motherfucker in the room, by the way.
Bigger than the dragon. Oh,
He's-
wait, no.
Yeah, he's
was
bigger.
the dragon in?
He's bigger than the dragon. Then there's
Okay.
shark, a normal shark, and dragon.
Oh.
So basically just every sprite that they have
Yeah.
available.
I love it. I just, can you imagine just having, how people have photos of celebrities on their walls that they shook hands with, and you could just, mermaid, Neptune, dragon, like, it's amazing. That's amazing.
Like you go
Neptune would be a good party as well.
you go home because you're from your present day, so you've got a cell phone, and you go home with a selfie of you and Dracula riding on a dragon.
But like,
Is King Graham an interesting guy? No, not really.
No.
Does that mean you can't have a rad
Yeah.
time at his wedding?
here's the thing: there's no money in this. He didn't bring any money. He's in this land. We know Valenice has no money. She was fucking in a tower 15 minutes ago. I don't know, man. I don't think there's going to be good food there. But the guest list might be worth it. The guest list might be worth it.
It is true. The only other humans in Daventry were so poor that they couldn't afford any food and had to rely on King Graham giving them a soup bowl of infinite soup.
And that's not even going to be at the wedding
to
because they're
survive.
not there, so, you know.
Our weddings as events that have planning and an exchange of gifts and a celebration and a ceremony and an expensive dress and an expensive suit are not modeled after normal weddings. Those are modeled after royal weddings. We get those from like fucking peasants looking at the aristocracy, like emperors getting married is the way that we get married. So if you went to King Graham's wedding, the wedding would be at best normal. Like there's a guy with a harp and maybe some food, and like all the peasants would be like, yeah, this is better than dying of scurvy for sure.
But also, like, the wedding is taking place in Kalima, which isn't even Daventry. It's a land with Christian churches, 1950s houses, mailboxes, Dracula. It's fucked, man. I don't know. He wears a tuxedo to his wedding.
Oh, yeah, that is weird. What about King Arthur's wedding? What about that? That's a real world, like real.
That's good. Yeah.
He's king and that's his castle, and you'd eat at his banquet hall, and that might be nice. It's kind of in and it wasn't even it wasn't in decline at that time either, so it might have been a nice party to go to. Maybe the food's going to be good. It's not going to have ice cream or anything like that, but maybe they'll have something nice. I don't know what medieval cuisine was. I feel
like if you went to like ancient Camelot and partied with the people, you would get incredibly sick.
That's true. That's true.
One would. I mean, like, it's just there's no sinks, there's no like toilets or anything.
Yeah, okay,
it's right.
mind.
Like you just you take dirt and hay and rub the shit off your hands.
This is England pre-public health.
Forget it. You're right. I changed my mind.
Yeah, like the reason why England had like Black Plague and cholera was because nobody washed their hands ever, and there was no like everybody drank out of the same fucking cistern as they pissed into. So like,
yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
I think like you would go to Camelot and there'd be like these beautiful, just incredible, shit-stained castles. Like, castles where people literally would shit in the middle of the floor like animals. People would just shit in common areas. Like, just drop trow and just let blast on the middle of an irreplaceable rug.
Let blast.
Like, that's just the truth of what it would be like, and I think the smell would be blinding. I think the smell would be so incredible and staggering that even if you spoke the same dialect of English, it would be so hard to carry on a conversation because you'd be like, this person stinks so bad.
Arthurian era England, like these guys like thought that the like Vikings were like barbaric because they like bathed every day. So
but let's
it would be a pretty
let's take a step back though.
Olfactory experience.
There is Arthurian England, and then there is Camelot from this game. A game where Merlin can just, cast spells, where there's fucking creatures that cast spells on you. This is true magic. There's literally the Holy Grail out there. You could pray to two gods and get visions. It's going to be great. It's great. I didn't see any shit on the floor.
I concur. This Camelot might not smell that bad.
I mean,
it might just be
EGA, so.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't go through the whole castle, but, there wasn't even shit where there was horses. So I think we'd be okay in this.
Fantasyland, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. None of them. I don't want to go to any of their
You might be given a little too much like putting too much faith into English fantasy.
Quest for Glory is medieval fantasy kind of as well too. Then, so
That's true.
Yeah, although Samaria is Greece.
Let's just yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Samaria is
Sort
Greek.
of.
Yeah. I mean, it's based off of Greece.
Yeah.
Not eating the food at Larry Laffer's wedding, I think, is your safest bet.
Honestly, I think I'm rolling it back. I think I want to go to Sonny and Marie's wedding. I think they're gonna play fucking 80s music.
Yeah,
They're gonna play 80s rock. I think the beer's gonna be flowing. I think the food's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a fucking party.
You can go to Larry Laffer's wedding, avoid the food, and like don't get too drunk, or you can go to Sonny Bonds' wedding and just avoid talking politics with anyone.
Yes. Yeah.
Get out of there before anyone's gotten liquored enough to do a domestic violence in public.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm going to, because the thing is with Larry's wedding is it's still Vegas, so you can just leave and go to White Castle or something if you want to.
That's true. You could just go.
Yeah, true enough.
Okay, there you go.
Did we just settle on Larry?
I weirdly talked myself into King Graham's wedding, just because I feel like his world is so fundamentally stupid that there's just not going to be shit on the floor and horrifying smells of piss everywhere. And you get to meet Dracula in an environment where you will almost certainly go home safe and alive.
Yeah. Okay, so we all have different answers. It's good. Yeah. I like it. Okay. All right.
It's what makes us the show to watch.
I have no plan of even greeting King Graham or congratulating him on his marriage. I'm gonna go right up to Dracula and try to make friends.
You're gonna have to, because it's such a small wedding, and you're gonna be the
also
only
I imagine I would
human.
need to. I'm gonna get a Nintendo Switch for King Graham. It doesn't have to be a Switch 2. They don't know what that is. But it'll amaze them. They have no way to recharge it, but that's fine.
Well, electricity lasts, yeah.
Especially in Kalima, which is just the most bullshit place.
I'll get a pinball machine.
It's like
then.
worse Daventry, yeah, sure.
I'll like learn some formal greetings to like make a polite scene, and then just find a way to talk to Dracula.
It is a little fucked that they got married in Kalima. Like, she's not from there, is she? Valenice?
I mean, even if she was, she spent most of her life like imprisoned there.
No, she wasn't even. She wasn't even in prison there. She was imprisoned in a fucking other planet or another land in a power.
I suppose that's true. Yeah, through a magic door.
Yeah, like
in Kalima.
Fucking Christ.
So it was a location wedding.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It was a destination wedding.
A destination wedding. Thank you. Not location. Destination.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I could think of better places in the King's Quest world for a destination wedding.
I hope that answered your question. That was a lot harder than I thought it would be, honestly.
Yeah. There's a lot of factors.
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
Just because it came up. Where would you go for a destination wedding on, the world that includes Daventry and all the rest of the King's Quest?
God.
I would go to Genesta's castle, because Genesta's got a fairy island.
Yeah.
Where it's a magical castle and
smart.
peacocks and everything. Yeah.
Genesta's fairy island.
Smart.
I think like one of the magical groves, maybe. Like what do you call it? Arana's piece, Arana's whatever.
I was thinking
Arana's
that too.
piece is.
I mean,
really
those
good.
are that's Quest for Glory, not King's Quest, but.
Yeah, I don't know where I'd go in King's Quest.
I wouldn't go anywhere in King's Quest.
Are we only picking King's Quest destinations?
That was the question.
So
although I'm fine if we want to expand.
Sorry,
that out.
I thought you said any Sierra thing.
Oh no, specifically I
Okay.
said like the world that includes Daventry.
No. I'm out.
Just no.
Well, there is a nice castle wherever Cosima was trapped. Green Isles. Green Isles was nice, kind of.
Green Isles was nice. Maybe
Yeah,
I
the
could
land
do
of the Green
Green
Isles.
It's a nice
I could do
castle
Green
there.
Isles.
You know.
It has all the. It's like It's like a less hot Middle East. I'm in.
Picturesque.
Yeah, it's sort of Mediterranean, I guess. Like it's
yeah.
got greenery, but it's kind of also deserty.
Yeah.
One wants to either choose a place that is magical or perhaps a castle.
Yeah.
I don't really want to go to space if we're doing all destination weddings.
I wouldn't go anywhere else on the land of the Green Isles.
No.
No. For a destination wedding. But yeah, the Isle of the Crown would be nice, I'm sure.
But what
Or
about
fine,
in
at least.
every Sierra destination wedding, which also comes with the times
Across all of Sierra.
So
Okay.
if you go to like, New York during any
Manhunter?
yeah, Manhunter and Laura Bow would be very different destination weddings.
That's
Same
true.
place, different times.
Very different vibe.
Different vibes.
Slightly different vibe.
Yeah. Man, I don't know.
I'll stick
You
with
know?
Genesta's Island then. That's my
That's a
pick.
good one. That's a good one.
Genesis Island. Genesis Island's good. Yeah.
I think maybe I'm not much of a destination wedding guy, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it in the most like neurotypical kind of way, man. I'm going to that island that John was on. John?
Yeah,
At the
Tahiti.
I'm going to Tahiti. I'm going to Tahiti.
That's
Yeah,
great.
that's what I was
such a
gonna
good-
choose.
Such a good answer.
Yeah, just Tahiti from the beginning of fucking
Yeah.
Codename ICEMAN.
Do you play video games?
Not the submarine though.
I was thinking
Not
about
the submarine.
I was thinking
no.
about the submarine. I was thinking about it, but no.
Oh, you got a
No,
bar,
Tahiti.
you got volleyball, you got the beach.
Not that submarine.
It's got everything. You got poker, whatever they play. You got everything.
I think it's hard to get legally married in international water.
Yeah.
I feel like most of the time, like I might be entirely wrong about this, but like you go through the process of getting like the wedding license and everything like that in your home country, and then you just have the reception and the wedding like
Isn't the whole can't ship
ceremony in another country.
but can't ship captains perform weddings? Isn't that the
Ship
whole deal?
captains can, yeah.
I think that's exactly
Yeah.
it. I think if you're in international water, it is the captain who has the authority to marry you. I actually think that might be the only time a ship's captain can officiate
Yeah.
a wedding.
Yeah, when you're in international.
I'm not sure
waters.
about that.
Anyway. Okay, well let's move on. Good question. Great
Yeah.
question.
Yep. Another question for Camelot.
We've got another question from Camelot.
Hooray!
Yeah. When will Matt's Harmonica album come out?
We have to wait for several famous harmonica players to die naturally of old age.
Yeah, it's coming out.
He's not allowed to release it before then.
It's coming
Well,
out.
it's just he'll have some human lives on his hands.
2027, I think, is when I can make it happen. Get rid of those two, and then make my album. It's gonna come out end of 2027, Christmas. It's gonna be a Christmas album.
Oh. Oh.
The threat is that they will shoot each other in a jealous rage over your harmonica playing.
Yeah. It's gonna be a Christmas album, 2027, and the single song will be my version of. It's a Christmas medley done on the harmonica, so it'll sound a little bit like this. Yeah.
What I love most
completely
about
blocked
that
out by
is
Discord.
that it was absolutely silent on the Discord call. We'll have to experience that alongside all the viewers on the recording later.
It was an approximation of Jingle Bells.
Ooh. I can't wait.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was going to propose all the worst Christmas songs, like Santa Baby and Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer
Yep.
And All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah. I'm going to have all of them.
I was imagining something like H. John Benjamin's Jazz Daredevil album. I don't know if any of you have heard this. So H. John Benjamin, the voice of Archer and Bob from Bob's Burgers, released a jazz album, and he can't play piano, but he plays piano. The first and second songs are called I Can't Play Piano Part 1 and I Can't Play Piano Part 2. And he can't. It's him just not necessarily randomly mashing piano keys, but kind of like that.
Certainly experimentally pressing the piano keys.
Yeah, and it is a 10-song long album.
Wow.
Yeah, worth checking out. It's on Spotify.
I don't know what you're implying, because what I'm going to do is going to be amazing. Not saying that that's not amazing, but what I'm going to do is going to be really professional.
It's amazing in a certain way.
Yeah. What subscription service can we get it as a ringtone? You don't need to. I'm going to offer it for free on my website.
And that'll go there whenever you get a call.
Yeah. Bonus, what are the highlighted songs from a CD collection? Now that's what I call harmonica music. Well, here they are.
Dead silence for Alex, Julia, and me.
He could still be going for all we know.
I swear.
I'm getting like
I
fractions of a second of harmonica sound.
I'm playing it, I swear. And my top hit.
It's so fucked that I can still hear the game music.
Yeah.
Well, that bit came through.
Anyway, there you go, guys. There you go. That's what's going to be on there. So thanks, Philip. Once again, coming in clutch with the questions. The Conquestions for Camelot. Appreciate it. We got another one, though.
We got another one.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Hey. Freaky Friday! 2 main Sierra characters are switching games. Which pairing would make the best / worst / most interesting games? Conquests of Camelot, but with Larry? Manhunter, but with Alexander? John Kerry and mixed up Mother Goose? You just shoot everyone.
So is this an actual Freaky Friday kind of situation where it's their like consciousness in the other body, or are we swapping characters whole cloth?
That's such a good fucking question, Luke.
I think we can decide on that one, but let's say, let's go. Since he said Freaky Friday, let's switch minds. Yeah, so they keep the body.
It's Laura Bow in Sonny Bonds' body and Sonny Bonds in Laura Bow's body. That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. There's going to be more deaths on both sides. More deaths on both sides.
Yeah.
Because Sonny in Laura's body is going to commandeer a gun somewhere and shoot somebody. For sure.
Immediately.
Almost first thing, he'll be like, oh, I see, this is a Freaky Friday situation. Standard police operating procedure is for me to commandeer a gun.
Yeah. It's true.
And I think there's going to be more deaths on the other side because Laura Bow and Sonny Bones' body is not going to shoot some people that need to be shot.
No, never. Oh, that's a rough one.
I don't want that one to be the case. I would rather a different narrative than that. It's just they're both crime games. And I should say, need to be shot by the internal justifications of the police quest game. Like, I don't want to go to that wedding in the earlier question because I think that reality is a bummer. So is ours, but it's an accented bummer.
I think the most interesting thing you could see would be if Detective Carey, from Police Quest Open Season, and Boogle from Torin's Quest swapped places.
I think another interesting one would be Roger Wilco and Sonny
Passage,
Bonds.
sorry.
Sonny and Roger switching brains would be awesome, because everything in Space Quest would get fixed right away. You put anyone with any kind of competence in Roger Wilco's body, and shit's gonna get done. It's gonna be cold-blooded. It's gonna be cold-blooded. But Sonny in there, cold-blooded. But I think putting Roger Wilco in Sonny's body is gonna be a disaster. Just a disaster. Just the worst. Lots of deaths. True. Lots of deaths. Real world consequences. No, there's no like, whoa, whoops. Your partner's dead.
Yeah, it's not a
fucking
paperwork.
dead.
Yeah.
Do you think there's anyone we could swap Arthur with, where the natural magnetism of that borrowed soul would solve the cuck drought without needing to get the quest?
Gabriel Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Yeah.
The Gabriel Knight would... You think that Guinevere would take one look at Gabriel Knight in King Arthur's body and be like, ooh, Lancelot who?
I think so.
Just the way he carried himself.
Yeah, totally.
I don't understand that dialect of English that he's using, but, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is the Jägermeister.
It would,
Is there anyone horrible enough? Like, I'm wondering where we send Larry. That's what I'm wondering.
Wondering where we send Larry?
Where do we send Larry where he's not just going to absolutely destroy that timeline?
I think Larry makes any game a Larry game, though. So if you put him in Mixed Up Mother Goose, he's going to be hitting on the old woman who lives in the shoe. You know, little Bo Peep.
Well, more likely like Bo Peep, yeah.
That might be the best place to confine him.
I think if you put him in Space Quest,
Mixed Up Fairy Tales or Mixed Up Mother Goose,
it's already low coded anyway.
Larry might be all right in Space Quest, and I think Roger Wilco might have a comparatively relaxing time in Larry's life.
Stakes are much lower.
Yeah.
I mean, most of Larry's problems are self-inflicted anyway, so...
Roger just has to deal with the shitty body he just got. And
Roger also has to deal with all of the things that Larry did when they switch back. Yeah, and Roger has so many burdens already, being the idiot that he is.
That's so true. That's so true. I noticed that nobody's switching with Questibert, because he has no real personality.
No, that's by design.
Yeah. By design. Yeah.
He does have quite a large number of romance options over the course of his quest without really saying anything.
That
ever.
That would be Larry's dream.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Larry would do great at this because he's already really good at just figuring out the angles.
But I mean, You can't, Larry cannot fight.
No, that's
so the moment he stepped out. I'm
wondering
of
about
any
a Questibert
town,
Arthur switch.
To the first thing. Questibert Arthur? Sure.
Yeah,
that's fine. They're basically the same person.
Because we let Arthur we let Arthur kick it in a sillier world that could maybe stand a little bit more kind of responsibility, and then we send Questibert in here to end the cuck drought.
With his silent magnetism,
because he doesn't say anything, but there's quite a lot of people want them a piece of him for some reason, and ain't nobody wants a piece of Arthur.
No.
Yeah, that's good. I like that, and they're both.
That's a fair assessment.
They're both kings, technically. They're both. They both have a lot of people that follow them. And admire and respect them. Yeah, I think that would be great. It's
I love it.
And it might be good for Arthur to expand his worldview a little bit too.
That's true.
You know, he might have a slightly less narrow view of reality if he gets banished to a slightly sillier timeline for a while and learns to stop taking himself so seriously.
He's gonna make best friends with fucking what's his face, the Lion Tour guy.
Oh, Rakesh.
Rakesh, yeah. God, those two are gonna be best buds.
Also, I think Arthur is just gonna tell people that, hey, I switched bodies. I think he's very honest. And
Yes.
I think a lot of people in Questabert's reality are gonna be like, oh yeah, one of those.
Will he? Yeah, they'll believe him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that happens sometimes.
And I think Questabert isn't going to say anything. And I actually don't think he's going to be hindered at all, even if there turns out to be like a language barrier.
But he would do his best to end the cuck drought. And possibly even find the Holy Grail.
One of the worst combinations I can think of is Laura Bow, Larry Laffer.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Just putting Larry in any woman's body.
I hate that a
is
whole
already
lot.
a
Everything about it.
disaster.
There's nothing good that's
No.
gonna happen.
No,
there.
I don't. I don't want to think about it any further.
No.
It's truly the worst I can think of.
She'll be so disgusted the whole time.
And then she's got her life to go back to. You know,
Oh.
presumably this ends at some point, and they have to switch back.
God.
Well, yeah, they have to. I mean, it's Freaky Friday, so it means that they have to learn to respect the lifestyle
But
of the
you
other
gotta
one.
Oh,
wonder,
that's true.
Like with if Larry was in Laura's body, wouldn't he be into the flapper at the Speakeasy? Because he still has the Larry brain.
Oh, yeah, almost certainly.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a
depending
version
on
of
where
events where somehow Larry in Laura's body actually does change her life for the better. Is there any version of that where she runs off with the flapper instead of suit boots?
Soup.
I mean, it also depends on which Laura Bow game. I mean, it would just be Laura and Fifi. Otherwise.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
She might be into it.
Yeah. See that.
I think putting Larry in Manhunter would be hilarious.
He would just die.
He'd just die immediately.
Yeah.
Because Manhunter
And the Manhunter, yeah,
immediately.
Manhunter guy would have no idea what to do because he's no longer in a world that's ruled by the eye guys.
Well,
I think once
I
Manhunter...
think he would love every moment. Like he would experience a new sense of freedom that he wasn't aware was possible.
Yeah, Larry's never getting back home in that scenario.
No.
Manhunter's taking any trade he gets for keeps, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, how fun would it be if the protagonist of Phantasmagoria 1 and 2 swapped?
Oh, so it was Curtis.
Crazy
and,
Curtis and crazy, what's his face? Her ponytail man husband?
Oh,
the
Dawn.
men.
You're not talking about like
Oh my God.
Adrienne.
No, I'm saying, yeah, like, it'd be fun because
In
Adrienne
his
would
body.
be in the boring office job and she'd just love that probably, and that'd be no problem whatsoever. She wouldn't even have any, investigation or anything like that. She'd just work there forever and then die.
Yeah, it's fine. She just continue doing that job. Yeah.
And we just cram both of the awful men into one
Put
game.
both of the crazy men into that one house, and I want to see what happens.
That's good. That's good.
I mean, I feel like Curtis would. Well, I don't know. I guess it things are a little bit more subtle, or they kind of escalate a little bit more subtly for Curtis in not Quest for Glory 2, in Phantasmagoria 2. Whereas I think if that character was in Phantasmagoria 1, I don't think he would care enough to stay at the house.
You think he would just bail?
Cause any? Yeah, he would just bail.
He would have no attachment to that fucked up photographer and his ghost magician possession.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like the whole thrust of Phantasmagoria 1 relies upon like Adrienne feeling like she has a chance to like undo what's happening to Dawn.
Oh, that's true.
Which, you know, like you can argue whether that's fine or not, but
I don't want to do.
But at the end of the day,
I would. I don't want to do that to poor Adrienne. She's
I want to send her somewhere nice for sure.
I mean,
she'd love that life, though. I think
there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing saying that where Curtis lives isn't nice. I mean, she could quit that job pretty quickly if she felt so
That's true. Like, her main thing would be that now she has a man's body. That's something that she has to like deal with.
Yeah.
And like, I guess he's suffering from some kind of a mental illness, but I bet she would probably get help. Maybe. I mean, like, she also just kind of like poked at ectoplasm and was like, huh, you know, so like maybe she would be less affected.
You know, Laura Bow and Adrienne are a pretty good swap because Laura Bow would leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would leave.
Well,
she would probably leave that bad place or much more quickly discover the ghost magician or something. I feel like Laura can handle that. And similarly, I feel like Adrienne can handle like a normal murder mystery. Like, yeah, there is a weird Egyptian cult in the basement of the museum, but there's no literal ghost magician.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the least probably like impactful changes would be like Laura Bow and Gabriel Knight. Because they're both just sort of mystery investigator kind of
I was thinking the Iceman guy and Police Quest guy. I mean, I don't think you could tell.
Sonny and John.
Yeah.
Also true. They're also the same character.
And Graham and Questibert.
Yeah.
Yes and no. Graham has a specific like
blandness.
Personality.
Yeah, he would just take the paladin path the whole time.
I guess.
Fine.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah, I think they would do fine in each other's timelines.
Yeah.
True.
I think Graham would have a better time between the two of them.
Yeah, very possibly.
Rosella and Sunny Bonds switching bodies. She'd have to.
That feels like a bad time,
right? She'd have to drive a fucking car.
She'd have to drive a car. Yeah.
Jake and Sunny would be quite good because, like, Sunny would handle it and Jake would fucking unravel.
I like how like Jake's personality is entirely ignored, and I think everybody who will ever like experience Blue Force, like 80% of them are probably going to like see it through Matt's eyes.
I didn't change one line of dialogue.
It's true. Well, you changed them in a way. Like
you added a degree of faltering.
I read them as they were written.
You read the script.
I read the script.
You editorialized a bit, but you read the script.
It's just, look at him. Fucking look at him.
No, absolutely. I think yours is the most authentic version of, like, even more so probably than Jim Walls himself intended.
Entertaining ones, that naked hermit from King's Quest.
Mm-hmm.
In anything, truly any other game, in the role of a protagonist. Like, replace him with Sonny Bonds. Sonny Bonds wakes up
You're
naked.
You're talking about the hermit from Quest for Glory 1.
I am talking about Quest for Glory 1, not King's Quest. The
Harry the hermit.
Yeah, the naked hermit from Quest for Glory 1 as Sonny Bonds, and Sonny Bonds as the naked hermit.
Yeah.
Or
naked
hermit in space as Roger Rocco.
Do is shave, find clothing, and leave. But
Larry, good place to send Larry Laffer too. Just alone in a cave. And then the crazy naked hermit gets to be Larry Laffer.
Yeah, but as soon as he walks a little bit north, he finds Spielberg, and then he's fucking, like, sexually harassing Ilda, the centaur girl.
Oh my
selling
god!
apples.
Oh my god!
They will probably kill the hermit.
Oh.
I can't imagine all
What
the
about-
horrible L-Low jokes that would come with that.
I know, right? What about? We forgot about Freddy Farkas. He'd be fine to send to somebody.
He's great.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
of the Al-Low protagonists, like, he himself is pretty fine. Is, like,
Yeah, he's
fine,
great. He
honestly.
could do a good job just about anywhere, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. He'd nail it. He's super competent. He's clever.
He's a
He's
good shot.
fearless.
Yeah.
He's a good shot. He might not be able to sword fight particularly well, but he'd figure it out. Yeah.
I mean, he would solve most of his problems through his knowledge of pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
Yeah, Farkas in any of the modern settings would probably be all right.
Yeah, I mean, if you put Freddy Farkas into, like, Sonny Bonds' body, probably just fine.
Oh,
He's
God.
a crack shot.
Yeah.
He'll
I
be
mean, and with modern guns? Jesus.
he'll be astonished by advances in both medicine and firearms.
Yeah.
Like that'll be
God.
a little overwhelming for him.
Put that guy in narcotics. He's gonna nail it.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
If you can get over the initial shock and just like, okay, much of the fundamentals are the same. It's just we've progressed a bit. Like he'd do fine.
And Sonny would do fine in the Old West too.
Oh yeah.
He would abandon being a pharmacist and just full time shoot people.
Yeah, he would probably just leave Course Gold immediately.
Yeah.
Was it Course Gold or was Course Gold where Sears
I think
offices were?
both.
Oh.
He'd be like, cool, it's the Old West. I guess just shoot all the bad guys.
He might become sheriff there or something. I don't know. There is a sheriff there, but you know he.
I mean, he already was. I think Freddy Farkas became
Yeah.
sheriff ultimately, so yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fucking love that. Love that. That's
Many answers to
many
this question.
answers.
Oh yeah.
Okay. God, we take a
got
couple
more?
weeks off. We got some more. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna call it here. This is a single episode week, but it is an extra long mailbag. So
Yeah.
Here
We're
we go.
going
One
all
more.
the way.
Questions for Camelot.
All right.
Hooray!
Hey, before we get into it, do we want to take a pee break?
Are we just gonna take a pee break in the middle
In
of
the
the
middle of
episode?
an
Oh
episode.
my god.
Guys, this must be
Sure.
exciting for you.
All right, time for pee break.
Do an
We'll be
unedited
back
pee
after
break.
these
An
messages.
unedited
Just-
pee
Oh my
break.
god. So you're
Just
gonna let-
leave
yeah,
the
let it go
dead air.
running? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go. All right.
Don't think
Unedited
it's-
pee
I think it's a bad
You know,
idea.
Oh, okay. Me
Yeah,
and Matt think it's a good
I'm gonna just edit in a couple of '80s commercials, and then we'll be right
perfect.
back.
Perfect.
All right, we're back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
If you're a person on the go, write down this number. It's the key to traveling quick. It's Casino Taxi's number. 429-6666. Casino Taxi, they're the fast ones. Casino Taxi, near as your phone. No need to run, don't get wet, dial their number. 429-6666. Or 425-6666.
Has Wacky Wheatley's changed his image? No way. I'm just here to tell you what thousands and thousands of people across Atlantic Canada already know, that Wacky Wheatley's does sell brand name, high quality audio and video equipment. Like the all-new Hitachi Super VHS camcorders in both the full-size and C format. Each is completely automatic and both include Hitachi's exclusive solid-state sensor for your best picture ever. And there's one major difference between Wacky's and the other high-end stores in town. We simply beat the pants off the competition's prices.
After these messages, we'll be right back. That was from ABC.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's good. We're back.
Oh my God, are we back?
We took a pee break. Yeah.
God, did we ever
We did
take
the
a
thing.
pee break? Hey guys, let's talk about our pee breaks in detail.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
all right.
You got it, Haas.
Okay.
We established that Julia has a supernatural amount of piss. So
I can anytime, yeah. Just on but I didn't just pee actually. There's soba in the fridge, and so on a hot summer day, like cold noodle, I've been thinking about it since our time.
I 100% agree with you. I'm glad that's where you went.
Yeah, so after I peed, I turbo peed, and then I went downstairs, and I had some soba, and it was amazing. And I need to go back for more after. So
we were not gone for long. You were the first one.
No. No,
so
I was so self-conscious.
You managed to fire hose that shit out and then also get soba. And I mean, yeah, if you already have prepared soba, was it like zaru?
Yeah.
Like you dipped in?
Yeah. Did like that. But just a small bowl of it, like a little tiny bowl.
I gotta get some soba. I haven't had soba in such a long time.
Yeah.
Especially in the summer. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You went real fast.
Noodle dishes.
Yeah. Wow.
I do not have confidence that I could piss and have soba in that period of time that you managed.
I gotta say, I got a fun piss speed story actually.
Whoa.
All right, speed pissing. Let's go.
I don't think he'd mind me saying this. I don't think so because it's a compliment and it's not like a making fun of type thing. There's a game called Little Guardsman, and Little Guardsman was made in Toronto by Scott Christian was the developer of that, and so I met Scott and his narrative designer at a cafe here in Toronto, and it was very nice because they wanted to ask my opinion about like certain things about their story and stuff of a project they're working on. And then at the end, like I usually do, before I leave any place that I'm at, I always go to the washroom. I always have my pee. And Scott also was going to do pee as well. And so he said, I'll race ya. And so I go, and I'm so fast usually anyway. And it's not like I was really super going fast. But then when I left the door of the washroom, he was out the parking lot. I was so impressed. Like usually it doesn't matter who, usually I'm the one who comes out first and everything like that. But he had me squarely beat. So Scott Christian, fastest pisser I've ever met.
He didn't wash his hands, guaranteed.
I'm
not going to put that on him. I'm just saying I was very impressed.
At the open mic before recording, I went to use the washroom at sort of the halfway point. And while I was peeing, like I had been peeing for a while, and someone came in, emptied the tank completely, so quickly. Fastest piss I've ever overheard, just in the adjacent stall. Peed, like entered, peed, got up, flushed, washed their hands, and left. I was still peeing.
Oh, God.
And it's not that I was peeing slowly, it's just that I have a very, very large bladder. It's capacious, so it was just like how camels can conserve water. So I'm just sitting.
You're like a piss camel.
I'm just sort of sitting there, just patiently waiting to be done pissing and thinking about like.
Yeah. So you've actually reminded me of a thing that I used to do at work. I used to go into the bathroom, and when somebody, like, I think the bigger you are, the bigger bladder you have. Like, I always thought I had a small bladder, but I don't. Like, it's actually, you have the biggest bladder of anyone I've ever met. Like Alex can go for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Not quite.
I actually never noticed it until Matt pointed it out. It was one night at D&D. I was peeing, and just my mind wanders as it does when I'm peeing, because it takes so long. And I hear Matt outside talking to the rest of the crew, being like, how is he still pissing?
So I always tried to guess when somebody would come in the bathroom when I'm peeing, and then somebody would come in and they would start be like, I wonder how big this guy is. I would try to guess how big they were based on how long they peed. And it was like this guy going, and he's like, oh yeah, this is a little guy, little dude, guaranteed. And I was right like 90% of the time. So there you go, bladder size. It's all about it. Mm-hmm. Get into it. Let's go. Get into it, everyone. Yeah.
I'm not sure it's the kind of thing you can get into of your own free will, but
sure you can. Yeah, you can get into anything. We have the internet now.
You can develop an enthusiasm for bladder size. You can't get into having a bigger bladder.
I think you can get your bladder surgically enhanced.
Wonder. Well, I was gonna say, what if you could stretch it yourself by just filling your bladder and like not emptying it for a while, then emptying it? Can you?
I think that's actually quite dangerous medically.
Okay, but there's a if you have to do it right. Like, what is danger? You know, nothing worth doing doesn't come with a little danger. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I suppose dangerous in that I think a non-zero number of people have died of trying to hold their pee.
Yeah, you don't hold your pee. You fill it up.
Absolutely happens. Yeah.
You fill it up hard and fast, and then you let it go.
Fill it up hard and fast.
Yeah, trust me.
And you just jump around a little bit.
I'm a science.
So that it kind of.
Yeah, you
so
jump
you
around.
fast, so your system's totally empty, and then you just pound 4 liters of water.
Yep.
And just do that over and over again.
Yeah, and then you don't hold it for a long time, but you hold it enough, and then you just let it go, and you just keep doing that. And before
we
you
here
know
at Level 0 NPCs are not medical experts, nor indeed experts of any kind.
Hey, listen.
We're not even experts at Let's Playing. Look how bad of a job we're doing right now.
Listen, guys, if you've used onions on your feet because of me, and now I bet you haven't had a cold since.
Okay, here's Harvard Health training your bladder. Okay.
Okay.
It says here. Training it, but I think it's more like treating incontinence than to actually increase. But it says here that you could teach your bladder. You can get yourself out of bad bladder habits. If you have a routine for urinating, it enables you to gradually increase the amount of urine you can comfortably hold.
Oh.
So it's not the same as the capacity, but apparently there's a way that you can do some training. Bladder training is a mainstay of treatment for urinary frequency and overactive bladder in both women and men, alone or in conjunction with medications or other techniques. There are other techniques. My gosh, okay, I'm not going to get into this more, but apparently,
is it like
when
kegels
you start
or something?
There's training. When you start training, empty your bladder first thing in the morning and not again until the interval you've set. If the time arrives before you feel the urge, go anyway. If the urge hits first, remind yourself that your bladder isn't really full and use whatever techniques you can delay going. Try pelvic floor exercises, sometimes called kegels, or simply try to wait another 5 minutes before walking. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, you can, I don't know if it's increased the capacity, but you can combat your urge to frequently urinate by scheduling and pelvic floor exercise.
There you go, everybody. Increase the fun of urination by putting it on a schedule. That's
we all love a schedule.
We all love a goddamn calendar. Fucking yeah. Anyway, don't listen to us. We don't know shit. But that was actually something you did there. Anyway, I peed. I went upstairs. I let my cat in. I went to my fridge and I had a couple cubes of watermelon. Then I came back down.
Oh, awesome!
That's all.
Actually, I shared an older pee story and not this pee story. I took an extra long time because I had to take a giant shit. That's what happened to me.
Whoa, jeez.
It's just, I don't know that I've ever been caught so by surprise by my own gastrointestinal system. It's like I had imprisoned a demon inside myself and forgot about it.
Oh wow! Well, nice
anyway, it was astonishing. That's what happened to me downstairs just now, moments ago.
God. So there you go.
Metaphorically downstairs and physically downstairs.
Luke, did you even take a pee break, or were you too afraid to get up?
No, I was right. Yeah, if I get up, then fucking Audacity crashes. So I just stayed right where I am. I have to pee a little bit, but I'm doing some Kegel exercises. So
Beautiful. That's what I love to hear.
I didn't realize that guys could do those.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, God, I'm doing them right now.
We have the Kegel muscles, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Matt and I are synchronized Kegels flexing.
1, 2,
but how does
3,
that help
4.
with your urination needs?
Oh.
Because you have a urethra that goes through some other part. Like, I thought...
No.
Some other part.
Listen. It's
our bladders are in the same place.
No, listen. It's all the same thing. It's the same muscles we use to stop the flow.
Oh,
Yep.
I see.
Yeah.
So you're not stopping the flow down. Oh, okay.
A strong pelvic floor is actually a very healthy thing for men as well.
Yeah.
But it's not something that everyone knows. That's like It's one of those things that's probably not talked about enough. Do your Kegels, everybody. It's good for you.
Do you do Kegels, Alex, too?
Yeah, I have done. I am not doing them currently like my co-hosts, but I have done them for sure.
I mean, let's all do them together.
Okay.
Let's everybody Kegel. 1 and hold it for 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 10 seconds is a lot. I was not ready. I was geared up for a 2-second hold.
Yeah.
I wonder if it feels the same for guys as for ladies.
Probably not. Like, you feel it in your dick, so, you know.
See, that's the thing, is what I'm questioning. It's like, yeah, so how can you... Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to ask.
All the
way
relevant
through.
muscles are analogous, so it should feel about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you feel
But yeah, 'cause-
similar, but, like, yeah, we have external machinery as well, so.
Yeah. So are you just, like, flexing your penis now?
Kind of? Kind of, yes.
Yeah, sorta.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Carry on, I guess.
well, you asked.
Yeah.
We're not going to lie to you now at this point.
Kind of indirectly, yes. In that your pelvic floor is about as much voluntary control over
Honestly,
over the penis organ.
honestly, like, it's kind of all we got. It's kind of the only way to do it. So, yeah. There's not another special muscle we can use to make that happen.
Yeah, because I don't... Yeah, that's
all-
what my question
it's
is,
all
because
Kegel.
with women, it's like an elevator. Like, oh, it's like you pretend like an elevator is going up and whatnot. But you guys don't have that. Like, you're not having an elevator sensation.
I could see
I
how
don't
you
know
would
what
get
you're
that.
describing.
I could.
Yeah.
I could see how you would
I
get
guess
that.
I would describe it as being a bit subtler than that, probably.
Yeah.
I would. It's like having a secondary internal anus.
You're flexing your gooch.
Yeah.
You're flexing your inus.
Your anus. Aren't you guys glad? Aren't you glad
your
you
anus
came
and
back
your
to
inus?
God. Just think
Some
you could
frank
have.
discussion about kegels.
I did not know we were going this way, guys. I'm sorry. Let's get back to the Conquestions.
No, we go where the conversation takes us.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We're not going to change
I
who we
didn't
are at
realize-
this
yeah.
point.
I've seen actually, like, cursed, I've seen advertisements for pelvic floor exercise or things, but even, like, for men, like, where you're just sitting on a vibrating ball, right? And that's a commercial that I saw on television.
Oh, does that help?
So, apparently, like, I know that they have that for women, also for bladder incontinence and stuff like that, to, like, help exercise that down there, but I didn't know the same could be held true for men.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Vibrating
I learned.
ball.
It's also a good way to help with incontinence if incontinence is something that, and also like age comes for us all. Like we will all of us one day be tested on the strength of the pelvic floor that we have built for ourselves. Like however continent you currently are, it's coming for us all eventually.
Well, I know I'm just going to keep doing Kegels for the rest of this episode. All right.
Yeah, I'm still going. Yeah,
I'm going.
That's great. This is great.
So you can.
Does
all
it help you all at
imagine
home to
this.
know that we're all doing Kegels right now while
exercises while we talk?
Well, sitting like just like King Arthur and this monk are sitting across from each other,
Yeah, they're both doing Kegels.
making soulful eye contact, doing Kegels.
All right. We got a new Conquestion for Camelot.
Conquestions for Camelot.
Beautiful.
Hooray.
If we were any more fucking distracted and rudderless, this would be a Pork Futures.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
that's basically what.
Sometimes I do add these mailbags to the Pork Futures.
Oh, Lord.
That's
Playtest-
basically what
or
this
playlist,
is.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is like this is how we get all this out of our system and actually play the rest of the game for the
That's
rest
true.
of the episodes.
That's true. Spivey Lou. Spivey Lou. We love you, Spivey Lou. Oh, I lost my place. Here we are. Okay. Love. sorry.
I figured that was the
That
case.
was just a quick poem about how much we love Spivey Lou, which we do.
We do. It was.
Yeah,
it was
it's
also.
true.
It was
It's
also
not an untrue poem.
It's not untrue, even if it was filler. Well, I found my place again. Okay. Spivey Lou loved chatting about the Chronicles of Prydain with some of the fellow fans here. Are there any books that the PCs, I assume NPCs, found impactful when they were younger? That's it. That's the whole question.
Well, yeah, that's a good question.
It is.
I mean, like, I think it was the Dragonlance books for me that really instilled like a love for Dungeons and Dragons and like fantasy. I think it was an interest in Dungeons and Dragons that led me to read the Dragonlance books and not the other way around, but still, like, that was probably the book series that I remember the most. Although, before that, the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings books, my dad read them to me when I was a kid as bedtime stories.
Yep.
So,
yep.
When I was very young, early grade school, I was reading at a relatively advanced level, I guess, for my age, and I found a copy of The Last Unicorn in my grandmother's basement. And it's the first book I remember reading where I got partway through and I was like, ooh, I'm too young to be reading this. I was like, if the adults in my life knew the things that this book contained, they would take it away from me. I read the whole thing, didn't tell anyone.
How old are you?
I don't know. I think like 6. Like really young.
Wow.
When I was a kid, later in grade school, I devoured a bunch of the Redwall books, which I really loved. I read a couple of them in audiobook form recently, and I was surprised. Like fucking Matthias the Mouse is a little fascist. He's awful. It's not they're not like the worst books I've ever read or something like that. I was just like, I don't like how Matthias goes through the world. Like, I don't. This little mouse's lust for violence is so abhorrent to me as an adult.
Wow. Yeah.
I read a lot of Oz books. Sorry, man.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. Like the original L. Frank Baum books. I think my sister kind of brought those to us when we were kids. So I read a lot of the L. Frank Baum books. But then there were other books also that were after that were written by somebody else. And we also read all those. And my sister revisited them like maybe over the past 10 years, and she said they super don't hold up. And I have them still on my bookshelf, and I'm kind of scared to even try because I do have a lot of really fond memories of those Oz books, and they probably won't hold up, and I don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah. I tried a lot of the Oz books. I could not do it.
I've never read them.
They're probably not good.
That's why I sounded so surprised that you went all the way through.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. There's something about them.
No, that's good. Hey, listen, we've all got those. So, listen. Here's the thing. I was heavily ADHD as a kid, undiagnosed, could not pay attention to any amount of reading. It took years and years and years of practice before I would get to a point where I could read through a page in a book not 10 times and take in nothing. It was really rough for me. I could do it. I really had to concentrate. So reading books for me was it was one of those things where I really liked my books to be short and trashy. So I'm going somewhere with this. I did read all this, like every Stephen King book I could get my hands on as soon as I turned 13, and I was way too young for that. But I think that's a very our generation thing. Because my mom had all the Stephen King books. But what really, really got me into... this explains a lot about me. I think the most important books to me when I was a kid were... I know this is gonna sound stupid, but it was the Choose Your Own Adventure books. I had
hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
So many of them. And I loved them because they were like a game. Like, I didn't have to like concentrate on what I was reading. They were fairly easy to read, and they were like a game. They were a game. They were like before video games. They were like
Yeah.
They're basically what we all do now, right? They're this. They're this. Game
Some
here.
of those endings were so fucked that I think about them once a week as an adult.
Yes. I had like Inside UFO 5440. I had like that Cave of Time.
We had that. We had other ones. 5440. We had that. I know we had other ones, but that's the only one I remember.
That was a big one. That was really popular.
Yeah.
Supercomputer. You Are a Shark was one of my favorites.
You Are a Shark.
That's great.
That
there were so many fucked ways, and I went through the whole book. I got every single ending. I would try to get to the best ending the first time, and I got so good at it. I saw the patterns, I saw the clues every time, and anytime they would have one where they fucked around with the patterns, like there would be ways where they'd be like, you never want to take the most obvious way, like 2 or 3 pages in, like in 2 choices in, because that's how they fuck you. That's how they fuck you. And then there's other things. There's other ways to get through. You Are a Millionaire. Jesus Christ. What else did I have? I had them all. But I also had the Time Machine books, where you were a time agent and you had to go back in time and solve crimes. And those were basically choose your own adventures as well. Those were so terribly important to me. And of course, as I got, those really helped me get over my reading shit. So once I got a little older, I was able to just, take down books like a pro. But for a long time, that was, I just sort of figured I sucked at concentration. And that's true, actually. But yeah. And I had, so those were huge. Those were huge for me. Still, you know what it was? When I was 6 or 7, I got a book from it was a kid version of Choose Your Own Adventure, and it was a Pinocchio, where you were traveling around with Pinocchio. It was a Disney sanctioned thing, and you could go and make choices for Pinocchio, and you'd have different adventures. And when I was 6, it blew my mind that this was a thing. Blew my mind. And that's kind of what got me into, video games and who I am today.
Oh, I love it. It's a great question then. I had a series called the Magic Road series that was basically like Choose Your Own Adventure picture books. And they had like a Goldilocks and Three Bears, Sleeping Beauty, Little Red Riding Hood. And I had those ones. I loved them as a kid. And then later on, like way later, like just last year, I got the last one of the series. There were only 4 of them, I think, produced. That was Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Yeah.
And yeah, I loved the heck out of those books.
Like, they're such an important part of our generation, and especially anybody who designs games. This is it's in our minds as a it's so important. I don't know. It was for me anyway, right? Like,
hell yeah. The Choose Your Own Adventure books, hugely. Yeah. I didn't even piece that together, but that's definitely a big part of where I ended up in life is. And one of the things that made me excited to read stuff was just having some agency over how the story went. Even though those books scared the absolute shit out of me.
They were scary.
I don't know if you'd be interested, Matt. They actually have like a Choose Your Own Adventure, actual a game that's kind of like a card game that plays almost exactly like a Choose Your Own Adventure book, and it's based on a Choose Your Own Adventure book. And you probably remember it was called House of Danger.
House of Danger.
Yeah, and there's a game for it, and it's and they've got 2 of them. They got House of Danger. They got another one. I don't remember what the other one was called. But yeah, they're very close thematic. Like they're not like super complex games mechanic wise and stuff, but there's like a little you have like a little die. They have to do some skill checks, and there's like scales that go up and down a danger meter and stuff that you get inventory items.
That's
one of those
cool.
Choose Your Own Adventure. Well, not Choose Your Own Adventures, but one of those sort of like satellite series that had.
Well,
like,
I think it's literally
a
Choose Your Own
random element to
Adventure.
it. I don't think that did they do skill checks and stuff like not quote unquote skill checks. Did they do like random stuff in those or?
Not in the books, but like they did make they did actually make games. Like
this
2 games
is
at least.
Cool. You can get like
it's really cool.
You can get tools, and they had like a psychic scale and a danger meter.
Like the one,
That's awesome.
I'm feeling like the fighting fantasy books and stuff, the Steve Jackson books and stuff.
That is also something I was going to mention, because I only learned about that when I went to Adventure X, because it's more like of a UK thing, right? Like they had them more than I ever saw them. But yeah, I mean, those are very gamey, right? There's skill checks and inventory and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was in all of that stuff. I think people who like really vibed with those books are probably like most video game developers probably got into Choose Your Own Adventure books as kids.
Yes. There's actually, come to think of it,
understanding nonlinear narrative is important.
Yeah, well, that too, but also just that problem solving type of choices thing, like or just puzzle solving. Like there is a series that is from called Usborne Puzzle Adventures. There's also called Usborne Solve It Yourself. And those were kind of like these little puzzle books. There's like a Curse of the Lost Idol and Escape from Blood Castle and Danger at Demon's Cove. And those ones, that was super formative for me, because they were basically kind of like, there was like visual problems. There was some like code breaking problems, like map problem solving problems. And you were not supposed to turn the page until you solved the problem. Like they had a hint section and then a solution section.
Wow.
And they were very, very visual and extremely well designed. And actually, last time I went to Adventure X, I actually got to meet up with the artist who did the ones that I like the most. The illustrator Graham Round, who did the first 3 books of that series, and then they did like 25 books of the series eventually. But it so happened, like whenever we'd go to the bookstore, I would look for these things when I was like really young, like 6, 7, 8 kind of age. And the ones that I loved the most were the ones he just coincidentally did. And I never really looked for his name at the time when I was a kid, but we just happened to pick out those ones. And so it was so cool that I got to meet him and actually go to his house and see some of the original artwork. Not of those books, but other work that he's done since. And it was just so cool to see. Just meet him and everything. And I got him to sign my books and everything like that. It was lovely. So yeah, those books were super, super, super influential to me in terms of like having puzzles and like an adventure game type of thing. That was more of a linear narrative, not like Choose Your Own Adventure, but yeah, that idea of having visual puzzles and stuff.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. God.
Naturally.
Sorry.
Oh no! Carry on if you have more on the Choose Your Own Adventure thing.
No, I was just gonna say it's a straight line from Choose Your Own Adventure books to Sierra games. That from my childhood. Yeah. It was like a straight line. Like it was perfect. It's what got me into this whole deal. Sorry. Yeah.
No. There was a few things that I remembered from like things that were impactful when I was a kid. We read a lot of Belgian comics, some of which turned out later to be a little bit racist, but like Asterix and Obelix and Lucky Luke and stuff like that. There was Gordon Corman and Bruce Coville were like young adult authors that my siblings and I read a lot of. Bruce Coville had like heroic non-binary characters in his work, which was pretty like revolutionary for the time. It's like my younger siblings and I like our first introduction to such a thing. And obviously as a good little Christian boy, there was a certain amount of Chronicles of Narnia and much shittier young adult Christian reading, like shitty series that I don't even want to invoke that we were made to digest as kids because they were meant to be edifying for young blossoming Christians. But yeah, Chronicles of Narnia is a lot of fun, if a bit preachy.
I had Chronicles of Narnia. I just couldn't get through them. Again because of that reading situation. Our school doubled down when I was in grade 3 and 4 on Eric Wilson books. Now, Eric Wilson was a Canadian author, and he wrote mysteries that had a brother and sister detective team. They were kids, and each one took place in a different Canadian city. So there was like murder on the Canadian, which happened on the actual Canadian via rail train.
Oh my god! I never knew about these.
Yeah,
Oh my
Vancouver Nightmare, Prairie Dog Conspiracy, Green Gables Detective, Vampires of Ottawa, like Terror in Winnipeg.
Vampires of Ottawa are so good.
They were so Spirit in the Rainforest. Man, I read them all because we had them all at school, and I freaking loved them.
Oh my god.
They're real. They're real. He came to the school and he like talked about his books, and we were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get into this.
That's fantastic.
So yeah, and it's real Canadiana. Real Canadiana.
Oh. That's great.
And yeah, and they all took place all over Canada. So crazy.
Kootenay Kidnapper.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Amazing.
I haven't thought about these in a long time. They're great.
How do we not have these in our school? Feel so cheated.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's very 80s, right? Like this was very 80s. This happened in like mid late 80s. So
I believe Gordon Corman is also quintessentially Canadian.
Oh yeah, I read tons of him.
Yeah.
Bruce Coville, I think, is from the States. Yeah, a cursory Google search suggests that he is.
Bruce Colville. I never heard of him either. I'm gonna look this up.
He did Aliens Ate My Homework.
Okay, I'm familiar with those covers and stuff. Yeah.
It could simply be because I am the youngest NPC that I am familiar with his work.
Also possible.
Yeah, we had
my teacher flunked to the planet.
Aliens Ate My Homework came out in 1993 when I was 4. So.
Oh yeah. See, all these books that like from my childhood were like 80s. Like we had some Mordecai Richler stuff like Jacob Tutu and the Hooded Fang.
Yes, Jacob Tutu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about Jacob Tutu in
like forever,
probably
right?
30 plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So good.
Wow. Thanks for that walk down memory lane,
yeah,
Spivey.
Oh my gosh.
Nicely done.
God, that was awesome. Yeah.
Spivey gets the questions for glory.
Questions for glory.
Oh.
I might just make it a habit of like particularly glorious questions and or just like us thanking the PCs. We just play that for them.
Yeah. Another Conquestions for Camelot.
Conquestions for Camelot.
Hey.
This one's from Philip again. Philip's MVP.
Questions for glory.
What is something you've never done that surprises or confounds others when you mention it?
I think Philip is asking this because in one of the previous episodes for this series, I said that I'd never seen that video 2 Girls 1 Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen it. I'm just familiar with it. I avoided watching it.
Oh yeah, I've never seen that either.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
I've scrolled through it.
Okay.
I wanted to see if it got worse. It did.
Yeah, I've had it described to me, and that was enough.
I got some brief descriptions, and I knew that there was nothing there for me.
Yeah. No, there's lots of like with me when I tell people I don't have a tattoo, that often surprises and confounds people.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess so, because you're art guy.
Yeah, everybody thinks I should have one because I draw all the time.
So why don't you?
I don't know. I just haven't. I never pulled the trigger. I don't have a good reason. It's not like I'm against them. I just, I think what it is like it's why I don't like, if I'm going to put something on me, I want it to be meaningful, at least the first one, because I know after that people that like say they don't care, but like I feel like I want something of mine on there, and I'm just, I get ADHD freeze up. So that's a big one for me. Yeah.
I designed my tattoo.
Yeah.
Am I the only NPC with a tattoo? Do you have any
so.
tattoos, Julia? No?
Nope.
Yep, just you.
Pretty sure Alex doesn't. Yeah. Okay.
No one is surprised that I don't have a tattoo. I don't seem like a person who would have a tattoo.
You don't seem like a tattoo guy. No.
Me either, I guess.
Yeah.
Every now and then someone will.
Like a nice one.
Every now and then someone will ask me if I have a tattoo, if I'm on like a date or something, and obviously no.
Yeah. Well, what's weird is like
I don't have anything against having a tattoo. I just happen not to.
No, not at all. Yeah.
People.
I've only got the one. I might get more eventually, but
yeah. People.
What's your one, Luke?
It is a combination of the Ouroboros and like the infinity symbol, sort of repeated in a armband, basically around my right bicep.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen it. It's good.
Yep.
I like it.
Why'd you get it? Like, what was the impetus?
I just wanted to.
And how long have you had it?
I got it when I was 22, so 22 years today.
Wow.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Well, I won't be 22 years today. I guess I didn't get it on my 22nd birthday.
Yeah.
22 years.
By the way, guys, at this time of recording, it is Luke's birthday on this day. So
happy birthday to me.
Big happy birthday to Luke.
Today.
44.
Happy birthday, Luke.
Happy birthday.
That's great, man. Big
It is.
Yeah,
big
so
day.
I've had this tattoo for half of my life.
That's great. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been asked if I have a tattoo fairly recently at like a get together I went to, but it's because the other two people in the conversation had obvious tattoos that they were talking about, and I think they're just being polite.
Right.
That is often the spirit in which people ask if I have a tattoo. They're being polite because they're talking about tattoos, and I'm like,
Yeah, they're
obviously
tattoos,
not. Look at me. You've never seen a squarer human being in your life. Are you kidding me?
I feel like if I didn't know you, I would wonder if you had a tattoo.
Yeah, it's very good. That's
But I
very,
know
that's
you.
very
I know
flattering.
But
But having met me and interacted with me, you can say with confidence that I don't.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not your thing. I was fairly confident that it wasn't. I don't know for sure with Julia, but I was under the impression that you did.
Alex, I know your stance on body modification. Like,
Yeah, that's part of it.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you do have a stance. What's the stance?
Oh, specifically with my own body.
Yeah. With
Yeah,
your own body.
it's just I just don't. I don't have anything in common with the person I was 10 years ago. Not one thing. I've barely got friends in common, right? It's like I've been friends with Matt for like about 10 years. So I guess that's one thing I have in common with the me from 10 years ago. So like the things that were important to me then aren't important to me now. And that's not to say I would regret any tattoo that I get, but that's often what I think about. Is I think about who I was 10 years ago, and I try to think about something I cared about enough to get a tattoo of them, and whether I would still want that tattoo now. The answer is generally no.
Honestly, that's probably really close to the reason I haven't got one either. You just put it a little more succinctly, a little more. Yeah, I think I think that makes a lot of sense to me. But I think people just, it's a record, right?
I think people have an easier time celebrating those parts of themselves. Like, yeah, I got this tattoo. I was really excited about it at the time. Now it's just a fun tattoo. Who cares? Yeah. I think that's a very healthy attitude to have towards it, but it is something that ultimately kind of stopped me from getting it.
Yeah.
So, Matt, do you think that...
I like my tattoo. I've never regretted it.
There you go.
Do you think, Matt, that Alex has changed a lot over the past 10 years?
No, I think I think fundamentally he's at his core the same guy. I think he's done a lot of personal growth, in that 10 years. We both have. I think, yeah. I think, in the way that people don't really change who they are, but they just get better. That's Alex. Yeah.
Aw.
Many of the like heaviest paradigm shifts of my life were probably in the 10 years before Matt and I met.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I don't think he's. Yeah, that's definitely true. Like, if I had known you 10 years before that, I think you would have changed. But fundamentally, you're at your core the same decent person who you are. But you're not. Yeah, you've done a lot of growth in the 10 years too. So
Appreciate that, and likewise, for sure.
Even if you are just a giant space squid who's taken over my body. I got so I pierced my ears about 3 years ago, both of them.
Oh, 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
I always wanted to do it, and I was just like, I'm just gonna do it. I realize in like 90% of my character designs, regardless of who they are, I put earrings on them, and I'm like, I just really like that. I'm gonna do that. I've always wanted it, and I went for it.
Aww. So what's your kids think when you're like all of a sudden you're getting your ears pierced?
They loved it. They think it's great, and I think it works on me. So.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So again, I think I'm just gonna do that with the tattoo one day. I think I'm just gonna wake up and go, yeah, it's time. I'm gonna do that. But I think that's what people. I think people are just that it does surprise them. So yeah.
Yeah. I probably would have envisioned you, totally as a tattoo person. Yeah.
So what is something you've never done that surprises people for reals?
People are fairly
question at hand.
People are fairly surprised that I don't drink.
Yeah.
Until I was 21, 22, I didn't curse. That was surprising to people. Not that I never had, but like as a rule, I didn't ever curse. Now I do all the time.
Your stance on music, I think, is very surprising to people too. Just the drink. Like
I do listen to music, just not in any of the times when people normally listen to music. I'll listen to anything else instead.
Yep.
So when do you? I forget when you listen to music because you've said before, but I forget.
I listen to music when somebody sends me a song and asks me to listen to it. And then I will click on the thing and I'll listen to the song and I'll be like, yeah, that was a song already. Yeah. No, I'll listen to it honestly and give feedback accordingly to what I thought the person was trying to tell me. Or I engage with the thing that they send me. I'm not a fucking monster.
No. In fact, your critiques on songs are actually very thoughtful and usually quite forgiving, and you don't have all that baggage that comes with growing up, loving and hating certain kinds of music.
Yeah, I have different traumas around music. Growing up as a good little Christian boy and listening to lots of fucking Christian rock bands.
Yeah. But yeah, the drinking thing does. I've seen that surprise people for sure.
Huh. Yeah, I was trying to think of stuff that I don't do, but I don't think those things that I don't do surprises anybody. Like I was going to say, well, I've never been on the inside of a club, but I don't think that's going to surprise anybody. And I don't drink, and I don't think that's going to surprise anybody either. But when Alex said the swearing thing, okay, maybe it would surprise people that I do swear quite a lot actually in my day-to-day life. When I'm talking to you guys off record and stuff like that. So I don't know. Yeah, so maybe me swearing is probably maybe something surprising for people.
I feel like you swear more than people expect, probably. Although I didn't expect you to be a non-swearer.
I see.
Yeah.
You don't.
That's all I got.
You don't. You don't swear a lot when we're recording. You do it. It has happened, but not a lot. Not a lot. When we're
plenty before
when
we're
not recording. Oh my god. It's great.
I don't feel like I don't imagine that Julia is censoring herself either.
No,
but
No. I mean, I don't know. Like, even when I stream and stuff, I don't swear at all pretty much on stream, unless it just accidentally happens. So, I don't know. It's just something that I tend not to do when it's on recording and stuff. But if I'm talking to people just regularly, no, I tend to swear quite a lot.
Yeah.
I'm feeling strongly.
It's great.
does anybody, out of curiosity, anybody that like comes from your community to NPCs and has seen both versions of Julia, has anyone ever expressed surprise at how much more you fit into this group, how much more of a goblin you can be, like might have had a different impression of you based off of like Crimson Tuesday and so on?
I do wonder that. Like, I do know that Blaholtzen sometimes puts like little comments on the level 0 NPCs videos, just like, basically cheering and like saying, oh, so glad to see that another recording could come up and stuff like that. So I know he's listening to these, and I know he sometimes comes to Crimson Tuesdays, and I do wonder sometimes if there are more people that are like that don't do comments, what they think about how I am different between Crimson Tuesday and here, where I'm like, are you guys flexing your penises right now? Kind of thing. How does that
Still
feel
going.
to you?
Still going.
When I actually forgot about
Me
it. So I'm
too.
so sorry. I'm like not holding up
well
my end of
done,
the bargain.
well
But like, yeah, it doesn't feel like an elevator. Like, yeah, I mean, what does that? I'm just curious, and so I will ask that. But I don't even think that's particularly. I don't know. Is that off color to ask you? I guess it's off color to ask people that. I don't know.
Not here.
I mean, it's not a
maybe.
question to ask while meeting the queen, but yeah, here it's fine.
Here it's fine. It's expected. Yeah.
You can check to make sure we're doing our kegels anytime.
Oh my
Yeah,
god! Yeah,
like,
we're not doing video by the way to everyone. So just so you guys know that. Like, it's not like we're all on video call right now. This is just voice only.
No, yeah.
So yeah, I'm not saying like
subjecting anyone else to this. Just
Luke's not in his boxers flexing his penis at us. He's not doing that. Like, he is, but he's not being seen doing that.
I am in a quantum state of both being naked and not being naked, and flexing my dick and not flexing my dick.
That's great.
I'm not entirely naked. I am wearing my boxers.
And Matt's, I don't know what Matt's. I think you got your shirt off right now and you're flexing your penis.
I stopped doing that, but I am wearing shorts.
Okay.
And underwear.
But yeah, just so that everyone knows, in case you guys don't know, like, we don't do video calls on this when we do them. We're just doing voice.
I did put on my video before the recording just to see, and it looked like I had an OnlyFans going.
Yeah.
A very niche OnlyFans.
You checked your own camera, though.
Yeah.
You didn't share.
No,
it.
I did not share it. I did not share it. I just yeah.
Because I'd like to think that if we did do video on this, like, I think people would put shirts on.
I'd put on a shirt.
I would put a shirt on. Yeah, absolutely.
Aww.
Of course.
We're good friends, but we're not that close.
My comfort.
We're not naked time close.
Yeah, my comfort
Though
is
there
less
is,
important.
when you
than yours.
become friends with Matt, a clock does start before you see his nipples. There's a finite amount of time between meeting Matt and seeing his nipples, and it's not like it's not immediate nor inappropriate, right? But like the clock has started. Whereas I can say with some confidence that Matt has never seen my nipples.
Never. Not once.
Matt's never seen my knees.
That's true. That's true. In 10 years.
Oh my god.
Not once. Not once.
Fewer than 10 people know what my knees look like.
Well, there you go. Like, that's fine. Everybody's got boundaries. I just got I got fewer, It's fine.
And Luke, what about you? Is there anything that you don't do that people would be surprised? I completely didn't answer that properly. I kind of like reversely answered that, but anyway, go on. I did my best.
I've never done any kind of drug.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I guess except for alcohol.
Yeah, I haven't either, but that doesn't surprise anybody, I'm pretty sure. No, well,
Yeah.
I had I would sometimes have little bits of weed gummies very occasionally. So that's
Yeah, see, I've never even had weed or THC even. Like
That is.
I wouldn't even have like a whole one. I'd have like a fifth of one of those little one things.
That is surprising, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people would kind of
Oh.
assume being a game dev guy who doesn't have really hang-ups about those kinds of
No.
things. Just never planned to do it
You
myself.
you seem
I may one day.
you seem very
I
chill.
have nothing against it.
Too, like
Yeah.
normally and usually.
I'm naturally chill. I feel like I would just be fucking comatose on
Yeah,
So-
or you'd get the opposite. You get fucking
Yeah, I might get super paranoid.
super
too.
anxious. That's what happens to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Much like with tattoos, no one is ever very astonished to learn that I haven't done drugs.
I've
Never smoked, never had any kind of weed, never. I guess, if I haven't done weed, I've never done coke or anything like that either, so.
Wouldn't that be hilarious though if that wasn't true?
No weed, but coke.
Fuck no,
Yeah.
coke every day.
I don't even do coke.
That's how that's how I wake up in the morning.
I've never, I don't smoke. I've never smoked. I've never had marijuana. I did do a bunch of heroin one time.
Just a little bit of heroin. Just a little bit of heroin in the morning.
Just to take the edge off.
Just take the edge off.
Yeah. Smack wakes me up.
Yeah. I used to go to raves.
So I don't like.
Yeah.
It doesn't come up very often, but I feel like it's something that people don't necessarily expect.
I honestly that is
for a large portion of my life I was straight edge basically. Like
Yeah.
I didn't drink until I was 23. And the first time I drank was with my now wife. We were at a sushi restaurant and she was like, "Try it," and I'm like, "Fuck it, why not?" So
corrupted.
once again, I don't really have any strong like disdain of it or like hang-ups against it. It's just didn't really occur to me as something I wanted to do.
So it just didn't happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still not a big fan of beer. I don't much like the taste, but I drank half a bottle of Drambuie while we were doing the Christmas show last year. So yeah,
I've gone to a couple raves. I'll just leave it at that.
I've been to clubs, like nightclubs in San Francisco and stuff like that, but
I haven't been to a single club in my whole life. It seems very unappealing.
It's fine if you're going there for the music and for the party.
Yeah, it depends what you want.
I don't like loud music. And
Yeah.
I don't like crowds, and I don't like dancing, and I don't like when it's dark and loud. So there's nothing really there for me.
Oh no, that's so fair. You've just
Yeah, I think I've
described
never been to a
everything.
club either.
But I don't think that would surprise anybody. So yeah.
Unless the club was something else during the day, I've never been to one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to clubs for clubbing. I've been to clubs for concerts.
Yeah.
In Tokyo a few times, and in San Francisco maybe twice.
Okay, I went to a club for a concert, but it was free. It was
It's a
town hall
different thing.
concert.
You haven't been there clubbing though, right?
No,
And I think
no,
that's
never.
the distinction, right?
Yes.
I've said before of myself that if there are infinite universes, there is one in which I am a clown and one in which I'm an enchanted talking monster truck, and in none of them am I a dancer.
I've gone to clubs to dance. Not a lot, but it's happened, 7 to 10 times in my life. I always have a blast.
That does remind me. The girl I went to the club in San Francisco with was surprised that I was pretty good at dancing. Mostly because I'm a kind of a fat dude. So don't look like the kind of person who would be able to move their body all that well. But apparently, I surprised her. So
nice,
buddy, nice.
Yeah. Speaking of things that are unexpected about somebody, I'm a pretty good dancer.
Nice, like it. It's a positive one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Never drunk, but I can bust a, or never did drugs, but I can bust a move.
Most drugs are
Also old enough to say bust a move.
most drugs are overrated.
I figure.
That personally, to me.
That's fair.
And the ones that are not. You don't want any of that. That's
They're either overrated or rated.
they're real problems. It could be real problems.
I probably would have done THC, like probably that, like the not weed, but like actual like THC. But I would have done it with my wife, but she's from Korea, and like, even doing drugs outside of Korea is illegal in Korea.
Absolutely.
So. What? Wait. Could you say that again? So,
if you have done drugs in another country and returned to Korea, and it is found that you have done drugs in another country, that is still illegal, and you can be arrested.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It is basically illegal to have partaken in drugs if you are Korean.
That's crazy talk. Holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Buttercup.
Okay, Buttercup.
Yikes.
That actually brings us to our next question for Laura. Unless anybody's got something to add.
Nope.
No, you made a good comment, Matt, in that the main thing for me is not having heard of a song or a singer. That's really that's the thing that astonishes people most about me.
Yeah,
they'll make a music reference and I'll be like, you will have to explain what all of those words mean for me to understand.
Yeah. Also, honestly, the drinking thing too, it surprised me, not because I think you look like somebody who drinks a lot, but you actually kind of look like somebody who might enjoy a beer from time to time.
Yeah.
From time to time. So
yeah.
I don't even look like I might enjoy a beer from time to time. Like that's not part of my personality.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, Julia, I could see you maybe liking a glass of wine every now and then. But
I could see that.
But you're not in.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I literally cannot do that.
No. Yeah.
I mean, that's entirely fair.
Yeah. So
just image-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much. Like, there's too much alcohol in one single serving. I will get messed up.
You get it.
I will puke.
Well, yeah.
That's why. It's not like I'm morally opposed or anything, but
that's the point.
But
yeah.
But there's such a slim margin between a buzz and puking. It's too fine of an edge to even try to navigate that, and it's not worth it.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm a freaking 300-pound monster. Drinking is I can drink straight whiskey and I'll be fine.
Can't do it.
Yeah. Okay. Next Conquestion for Camelot.
I was on my phone, sorry.
This is from Amberling. You gotta give us more questions. We love it. Yeah. Fuck.
I love that Luke made himself the soundboard and how little he can be trusted with it. It's great.
I am genuinely considering if I should get an actual stream deck.
Hell yeah.
For this, because I'm running out of buttons.
Fuck, you know what? I'd pitch in on that, man. If you're gonna get a stream deck, get a quote. I'll pitch in on that. Absolutely.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
I don't mind
people
flipping you a
help
couple
pay for
bucks. It's for the channel, not at all.
We could talk about this offline.
Yeah,
we'll put a pin in this. We'll take it offline.
Let's do it. Well, maybe yeah. Maybe we should sell some merch for shit like that. That was the whole point, right?
Yeah.
A mug that says, I helped Luke buy a stream deck.
Amberling says, hey. No, she didn't say hey. Just late to the party, caught up on 3 episodes last night. So this would be for the next mailbag. Hey, Amberling. That's now. That's this moment.
It's right now.
It's happening
3
now.
3 hours into this episode, but right now.
There were a lot of good quotes these last episodes. Julia's "Okay, Buttercup," and Matt's daughter's "This is not it."
Classics.
What's a quote?
Modern classics.
What's a quote you use that came from a relative or a friend? And for extra points, would it make a good speakeasy password? I personally think OK Buttercup would be an excellent speakeasy password. It's the delivery of OK Buttercup.
Matt and I worked with a fantastic individual named Jordan who once responded to a request from a coworker with the sentence, "Get wrecked, Rob. I'll never do that." On a text channel where everyone could see it. And like Matt and I were sitting right there next to him. We saw him look at the answer, look at the message, nod, think about it for about 10 seconds, and then type with his hands on his keyboard, "Get wrecked, Rob. I'll never do that."
I'll never do that.
And periodically, either Matt or I will bust that out.
That's true. I love that one.
Another one from that chapter of our lives is "Never Gonna Die, Clinty." and "Your mother was a goddamned angel," both of which are references to the ill-fated Sons of Anarchy mobile game.
Yeah.
And were taken wildly out of context.
Classics for sure. Anybody else?
I'm trying to I have some mannerisms, some like vocal patterns that I absolutely picked up from my dad, but they're so deeply ingrained into just the way that I talk, I can't remember what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't work with people, so I don't get that kind of supply of stuff coming my way. I often just sit in silence on my own.
Yeah.
There's some point in time since I've moved back to Canada where I stopped saying thanks and started saying cheers.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. You do say that all the time.
I don't know why or who I picked it up from. I know it was at work. And I don't think it's the person that is the most likely scenario, which is our COO, Kale, who also does say cheers, but he grew up in a household where there was a lot of British TV programming, stuff like that. But I don't think it was him. I think I was saying it before I met him. So
I have a tendency to spread that kind of stuff. From me. I have almost a good chunk of my students will say the word "listen" before just giving a normal answer.
Oh, it's so crazy to hang out with Matt and his students because they've all got at least one Mattism.
Oh
and one of the big ones is saying "listen" before saying something, and 30% of the time not having anything to say.
That's the whole point. You can't have anything to say after. It just has to be normal.
Sometimes it's "listen" and then you say something, and sometimes it's "listen, comma, period."
Listen. Yes. Yeah. That's a big one that I have spread far and wide. But I don't know. Our friend Greg has given me a bunch of them throughout the years.
Oh yeah, he's a source of them as well.
Yeah, he's great. But I don't really say them anymore. I used to.
I don't use it much, but there have certainly become sort of inside jokes, sort of mannerisms that have come out of the many role-playing sessions I've had with Alex and Matt and the rest of our tabletop group. Just suddenly absolutely murdering somebody for no good reason in my soul is called a "Hey Brandy" moment.
Hey Brandy moment. Yeah, for sure.
Moment. Yeah.
Yeah, which would require a fair amount of explanation, but basically came out of a role-playing session where one character... So there was an NPC named Brandy, and I'm going to explain it, so here it goes.
Yeah, it's worth explaining.
You have to, or people will be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just say it.
there was an NPC named Brandy, and this was in a game where we were all playing mutant animals, like Ninja Turtle kind of style. And she was this innocent, like young 16-year-old girl who got mutated into a koala, and she was just kind of like dragged along on this horrible adventure that we all went on. And her mentor, quote unquote, was Alex's ex's character, Miami Vice, who was a flamingo showgirl.
She was she was half flamingo, half stripper, half window into the darkest parts of my ex's soul.
And through some series of events, we got our hands on a portal gun. And for some reason, I don't remember why, and it might have not have been that we couldn't have used it anywhere else. But for no reason that I can fully understand, in order for us to leave this island, which also had like ninjas and a predator from Predator hunting us, instead of using it on like a nearby wall or a rock formation or something like that, Miami Vice goes, "Hey, Brandy," and shoots her with the portal gun and turns her into a portal.
Whoa.
Brandy just kind of
we
becomes...
all leave through.
She basically expands into a Taurus until she's just a molecule thin noodle around the border of this portal.
Oh.
And what was so wild about it is that Miami Vice has picked up the portal gun, does not know what it is, what it does, has no skill or ability to find it out, just picks it up and looks at this gun-shaped thing, turns and says, "Hey, Brandy," like it's a fun prank, and shoots Brandy with the gun.
It was
to be clear, like to this point, aside from teaching her very bad life lessons, there was no indication specifically that Miami Vice had any plan to murder Brandy randomly.
It was the first indication that Miami Vice knew Brandy's name, was saying, "Hey, Brandy."
Yeah, there was
killing her.
It was so wild.
Before that, it was it was somewhere between mild dislike and total disinterest. That was the relationship between the two of them.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so a "Hey, Brandy" moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow.
A expression I don't use often, but which lives rent-free in my soul, was my dad's dad, my paternal grandfather's universal piece of advice was, "Get your ass behind you."
Yeah.
And it was the only instruction, apart from a well-placed and well-timed kick, that he ever gave anyone he ever knew. And it means everything. It means you are facing the wrong way. It means that you are not currently moving and you need to become moving. It's been said that it should really be on the Hicks family coat of arms. Get your ass behind you.
I interpret to "get your ass behind you" as like you don't have to do anything because it's already there, like it's already behind you, and it always will be. So you're doing fine.
It's a call to action for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
when he told you,
would have assumed it meant your ass is not behind you and you need to get it behind
you. When Grampy told you to get your ass behind you, the next instruction would be in the form of a kick, and you had a few moments to figure out how best to not get a swift kick.
This is, by the way, the best speakeasy password yet.
Get your ass behind you.
Get your ass behind
Absolutely. You. Yeah, I mean, for the assignment we were given, 100%.
Yeah.
Most of these are not like great speakeasy password. Like,
"Hey, Brandy."
Although, get wrecked, I'll never do that. I mean, like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Get wrecked, Rob. I'll
Yeah,
never do
Rob,
that. I don't
yeah.
know if you include Rob in that.
I would include Rob. It's just funnier that way for some
You can
reason.
either you can include Rob, you can substitute it for the name in question, or you can just say "get wrecked." I'll never do that.
Get wrecked. I'll never do that.
I love it. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably think of a bunch later.
Yeah,
You know?
That's the way
I
it
feel the
always
same.
Because that's true. I mean, I have so many like pop culture things that I just say all the time, and just some really obscure ones too. Like, but like as for like real life things, not like it definitely happens. I can't recall.
I don't think I actually do this very much. If I maybe I do, but I don't notice. But I really don't think I do. So yeah, I've been racking my brain, but I can't come up with anything.
Yeah, I mean, there are plenty of like cultural touch points and like pop culture references and stuff like that, but like things that you gain from other people around you, that's a slightly harder one.
That you
And
then
it's, I think, a little bit
incorporate
harder
into
to
your
recognize.
vernacular.
Okay,
as
here's
well.
here's a question for you guys. What's your most obscure pop culture quote that you use regularly that like literally like maybe 5 people would know? Or nobody
I
would
love
know?
to make reference to sending Yamagata his wheels.
Sending what?
That cut off.
Yeah, you cut
Go
off.
ahead.
Sorry.
Try again.
I love to make reference to sending Yamagata his wheels.
Oh no, it happened
Whoa!
Something Discord does not
Discord
like
does
around
not-
the end of Yama.
That's so weird. Is my audio settings wrong?
I'm wondering if
No,
it just
I don't know.
it thinks you're a harmonica.
My voice cancellation is all totally off.
So weird.
That's alarming.
That is alarming.
Well, what's weird is that the recording has the first take just fine, I assume.
Yeah.
But
the recording
will be fine.
'cause the
We
recording
just
has
didn't hear you.
capacity, but-
yeah, I'm gonna try to articulate it differently. It's from the movie Akira when Kaneda crashes Yamagata's motorcycle into the wall. He says that he has to send Yamagata his wheels.
It
Wow.
hates that. It hates
Send
it.
Yamagata.
Wow.
Jesus, why is that? I'm so infuriated with
Like-
all of the technology in front of me right now.
You can see
The worst part about this is the PCs are going to be hearing all of this, and it's just
Yes.
going to be like they're going to be feeling Alex's fury.
Have I been cutting out the whole time, or is it just now?
Only sometimes,
occasionally, but
never like
never
like on like an exact
Yeah.
point of an exact sentence.
Yeah.
I'm going
every
to have
time.
to type this.
We've been getting the gist of you.
Yeah,
and
send Yamagata what or where?
His wheels.
Oh.
Send Yamagata his wheels.
Okay, because we can say like Luke said it just fine, and that was fine. Nothing happened.
Yeah. My
Weird.
intonation or the way I said it. Yeah.
There's a ghost in the machine.
That's funny.
Send Yamagata his wheels. Did I cut out?
Yeah, no,
Nope.
that's perfect. Perfectly clear.
That's
Lou?
wild.
Sorry, Matt, say it. Matt, say it. Will you get canceled out?
Send Yamagata his wheels?
No, you're totally fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Just Alex specifically.
Alex.
Huh,
Yeah.
weird.
Can't finish that sentence.
So
on Discord.
wacky.
No noise suppression.
It's funny. I've watched the English dub of Akira many times, and I don't remember that quote either.
It's pretty obscure. I like that. Yeah.
Well, most people
That's
don't
good.
get the
Yeah, I like
reference, but it's sort of when you send an object to Valhalla ceremonially.
Oh my god. Send an object of, and then you cut out again.
Jesus, really? What the
Yeah.
fuck is going on?
So actually, if you
I-
look, if there's no green line around your box or around your name,
Yeah, it's not.
it's not coming up. It's so weird.
Well, it's just I don't know what I can do about that. I didn't change anything.
yeah, that's
yeah,
wild.
I don't think there is anything you can do
Nope.
about it aside from us finding something other than Discord to use for this.
Well, maybe we should wrap this up. The most obscure thing I say from a pop culture thing is from one episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000 when it was what was the name of the episode? It was I Accuse My Parents, which is one of my favorite episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000. And there's a big commotion in the ship. And Gypsy, who you almost never see, the one robot that you almost never see, Gypsy shows up and goes, "What happened?" Every time.
Oh.
I say,
is that where you and John get that
"What
from?
happened?" That's exactly where we got it from. It's
okay. I've heard John say it a lot. I don't hear you say it.
I do it too. Yeah, like
I'm well familiar with it.
That's where it comes from.
What happened?
What happened?
Okay.
I don't know why. It's
probably my most obscure one. I learned secondhand from a former lead of the production team at Beamdog, Robin, who is no longer there. She told me about this. It was a sort of a sign off from a weather reporter in like somewhere in the boondocks of Canada, which was keep your wheels between the ditches. And I use that as a sign off for meetings quite frequently well, because it's a good it's a good one. I also do like keep your stick on the ice, but I feel like a lot more people know.
That's a very Canadian thing. To keep your stick on the ice. Yeah.
I did get a I don't know if I would necessarily call it if I would necessarily call it somebody complimenting me, but I did sign out of a meeting. I'm a producer, so I sort of run many meetings. And I did sign off from one meeting with a team with, all right, well, keep your stick on the ice, everybody. And someone who works in the United States and had never heard that before, that is the most Canadian thing I have ever heard. So,
yeah,
I was pleased with that.
This is another thing I don't do. I don't think I do that.
You
don't quote.
No, I don't think so.
How did
TV
you get
shows or whatever?
Did you ever watch The Simpsons?
Sure did.
And nothing?
Yeah, I just don't use them I don't use them in like regular conversation, like Stupid Sexy Flanders and I Am the Lizard Queen and
Everything's Coming Up Millhouse.
Everything's coming up Millhouse. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've barely seen The Simpsons, and even I'll bust out and Everything's Coming Up Millhouse now and again.
Amazing. I don't know. It's not part of the way I talk, I guess. I don't know.
I'm so steamed that Discord ruined the delivery of my excellent Akira reference.
I'm mad for you.
Surprised.
Yeah.
What's funny?
I had a really good one, and no one could hear it.
Nope.
I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Me too.
I do the edit.
Let's have a listening party.
I'm also looking forward to hearing Matt's harmonica that also Discord hates.
Oh, yeah.
That was like 30 seconds of silence earlier for the
That
rest
means
of us.
I could be playing right now and you guys would never know.
Yep.
That's true.
Oh, got a little bit before I caught it.
I mean, you always get a little bit at the start, and then Discord's like, fuck this.
Shut it down. Yeah.
Shut it all down.
Well, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. That was the last question.
You got a proper, 3.5 hours out of this.
One of my very favorite pop culture references is when my sibling Nat tells me to believe in the heart of the cards, which is, I believe, a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah.
It's really good because neither of us have seen even one episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's just, it's very good. It's one of my very favorite things.
When I was still living in Japan and working in a game studio with very few other foreigners, I had a trainee under me, or basically like my disciple, so to speak. I was teaching him how to be a producer. He works at Nintendo now. He's doing very well. I found out that I could just, and without even specific intonation, just Ermagerd really set him off. He loved it every time. And only the two of us even understood what the fuck I was saying, because very few other people in the studio spoke any English. So yeah, that was a good one because I could like slip it into conversations I was having with him, and nobody would understand why Tyler suddenly started fucking busting out laughing.
Aw, that's great.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's a good one. Yeah, I feel like I used to say that. Ermagerd.
McGurd. Burks.
Gerst Burbs.
Curse Burps. I mean, it's funny, right? So,
it is funny.
It works.
Yeah.
He was the one that introduced me to Dragon Ball Z Unabridged. So
I thought you were gonna say cocaine.
I can think of one. My wife, since I met her, now going on, years and years, 20 years, has called asparagus sparrow grass. And now that's
great.
just what I'll call it. That's just that's just the name for it in this place, in this house.
That's wonderful.
nice.
It's a better name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asparagus sounds gross. Sparrow grass sounds cute.
It is.
It does.
Right? So, yeah. Well, guys, it's time for us to fuck right off.
Yep. We're going to finally put this episode
Fuck off
out of its
into the
mercy.
sun.
Biggest, longest, and most uncut
Oh my god.
mailbag yet.
Nice girthy episode
Nice
for you
girthy
today.
episode. Yeah, we're really flexing.
You still do? Yeah, I was gonna ask Luke. You still doing it?
I am now. I'm sure I had done it a few times. I don't think too hard about it while I'm doing it.
It's really hard
so.
unless you're
But,
concentrating on it.
For real though, do you guys actually do them regularly?
I do them daily.
Seriously? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't do them very regularly. I probably should. It would be better for my long-term health.
I don't. I don't do them at all, hardly. Just sometimes.
No, me either, actually.
Sometimes.
Man, Luke's showing us up over here. The kegels.
I sometimes will get a.
It's a sex thing.
I'll sometimes get a cramp in my kegels. That's happened
What?
before.
I've never had a Kegel cramp. That sounds awful.
I have.
I've had like muscle pain down there because I went too hard, but like
Oh god.
on the Kegels,
First
on the
of all,
Kegels.
Kegel's not a muscle. I just think it's the name of a guy who invented that exercise. I'm pretty sure.
No,
Well,
it's
the
a muscle.
like the
It's a muscle.
you're flexing a muscle
Wait
down
a second. Oh, I thought it was a guy. Wait, Kegel exercises.
there. Yeah, your Kegel muscle or
There's
whatever.
called
I mean,
Kegels.
it
Why
was
are they called
named after
Kegels?
the guy.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the guy that like I don't know named it or whatever.
I would
but-
have thought you were right about that, Julia.
Yeah.
Okay, why is it called that? Wait a second.
I'm
They're
sure
call-
the muscle has another name, but
It's like they're the muscles.
They're
that support
colloquially referred as Kegel muscles. They're not like
yeah,
Yeah, there you
they're
scientifically called
they're a group of muscles. Anyway, I've had cramps down there my entire life. They happen occasionally.
that. They're pubococcygeus muscles.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
there you go.
Yeah.
Which is probably why everyone calls them Kegels.
Yeah.
I can't believe nobody's ever had one of those before.
No. Well,
A Kegel cramp.
Kegel
A
cramp.
pubic cramp.
It's right. Yeah.
I think
pubic fork
maybe once or twice in my life I might have experienced that.
It's just
Actually,
like a
come to
really
think of it.
weird sharp pain that happens, and then it
Yeah,
just
I've had
then
it a
it,
couple times.
then it just goes away, and you're like, "What the fuck, man?"
It's usually like we got so personal this episode. Like it's probably usually for me. It's like if I really have to go number 2 like really badly, then I've had that a couple times.
Oh no, it's got nothing to do with what's happening. It just happens randomly.
It's not a system check.
It's not a system check. It's just a thing that happens. It's random, and it happens
Just a
about
Charlie horse in your dick.
honestly, it happens about once or twice a year. So you
But-
know,
God, that sounds awful.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
it's not long.
Even only twice a year.
It's not long. It's just sort of like it's just like a sharp pain, and then it's just like okay.
Yeah, I don't want any kind of sharp pains down there.
Eh.
That doesn't. I'm not for that.
It feels bad,
I'm not in favor.
but lots of
Yeah.
lots of things feel bad. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, guys, there's your mailbag. I'm feeling great. Everyone's feeling
Literally
better.
mailbag.
You got to learn a lot about our pelvic floors tonight and the books we read as children.
I got a lot of Kegel exercise in tonight.
The books we read as children, the current status of our pelvic floors.
Guys, just dump whatever questions you have. Philip, I'm counting on you, buddy. Amberling, give us more. And Spivey, your questions are always just amazing. And, come on, everybody else, too. Fun for Algernon. The address. We love you guys. Landor, give us a fucking question.
Yeah, Bloodholtz, and I know you occasionally listen to these. Am I super different between this and Crimson Tuesday?
Yeah.
Also, how long do you pee?
So, as a watcher of Crimson Tuesday.
Just, you guys, let us know how long you pee. No, don't.
How long do you pee? What books did you read as a child? What's the current state of your pelvic floor? And what's your most obscure pop culture reference?
Yeah. Do you do kegels regularly? Is that a thing?
Yeah. Is that a thing?
Should.
Are you guys going to be a member of the Kegel crew? Let us know.
The Kegel crew. That'll be the name of our fucking subscriber top tier.
The Kegel crew.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What is this? I'm looking at other stuff here, and apparently there's something called vaginal steaming. That was a Wikipedia link connected to.
Oh God, yeah, I've heard of that.
I've never even heard of it. Oh wow, okay, here I go.
It's some weird fucking detox,
is this
new age hooey bullshit?
Is this some?
It's the Gwyneth Paltrow.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah.
A woman squats or sits over steaming water containing herbs.
Blows fucking steam up her cooch. So that, I guess it's supposed to detox.
Oh, what?
Because of my microphone issues, it might only be for the PCs. But I did want to give one example of sending Yamagata his wheels.
Oh, I got it that time.
I heard all that.
I got it that time.
You got that time? Fuck me. So an example of sending Yamagata his wheels when you ritualistically send an object to Valhalla. An example is after I had a breakup with the brilliant player behind Miami Vice in Alberta during the pandemic, while I was packing up and discarding all the shit in the house, horrible ordeal lasting multiple weeks, I found this handmade comic book zine that I had made for my ex in a mirror. And it was very kind of personal and romantic. And it was an object that had no place in the world. It no longer belonged anywhere, but also couldn't properly be thrown away. So I took it to the backyard and I burned it in the barbecue. And it wasn't an angry thing, right? It wasn't really that sort of a breakup. It was just, it was just one of those things that happened. But sometimes you have to send Yamagata his wheels.
I get it now. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're making me want to rewatch Akira.
Yeah, no joke. Oh, guys, what do you think's going to happen next week? Do you think we'll be back?
That's a good question.
That's the current plan, anyway.
I think so.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Let's make that happen. Let's
Unless Matt readjusts his Ozempic dose and it goes poorly.
Hey, look. That might happen. So
that might happen.
Yeah. It's entirely within the realm of possibility.
Yeah, for sure.
But we're all gunning for you, man.
Thank you. Yeah. You're gunning for me. You're gonna kill
me?
me?
That sounds bad. That sounds negative.
No, that's a support thing. We're supporting you. Yeah, I think so.
I don't feel supported.
I think so.
I feel
I might
scared.
have been misusing it my entire life. Let's find out.
I feel afraid.
Yeah, I think you should feel afraid.
I know you support me. I do.
Yeah.
I know. I understand. I get it. Hey guys, if you've stuck around this long,
to support someone or something, there's also pursuing something aggressively.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I didn't.
Sally is my friend, so of course I'm gunning for her in the election. His whole hometown was gunning for him as he made his professional boxing debut on live television.
I didn't know that.
We're gunning for you, kiddo. You're gonna do great.
Didn't know that. That's wild.
No, me either. I thought the same as you, Matt.
Holy shit.
Well, when you are
Well,
on
there
the
you go.
gun,
I don't know where I'm gunning for you, but it's a thing I've been using in my lexicon.
Well,
for
you
a
got
long
it from the
time.
right
Did not
place.
realize that it was obscure.
Yeah, you were
we
right.
read it
Well,
wrong.
if you're in the snow speeder, you've got a guy in the back on the gun, and you are the person that he is
Yeah.
gunning for.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Hey.
Yep.
It's a Battle of Hoth
Yeah, I'm
reference. I
assuming
don't know
it's
why
like a
that's where I went.
military reference or something like that, right? Like you're supporting them, you're keeping the bad guys at bay while they drive, you know?
Yeah. It makes total sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Okay, guys, I got to get out of here. Hey, listen, everyone.
We're gunning for you, everybody.
We're gunning for you. Stick and stay again.
Stay. Find yourselves a tomorrow.
Sticking optional, but do stay.
Have yourselves a future. Find yourself tomorrow.
We are so into you. I just want you to know. Just want you to know. Really into you guys. Take it
Be
easy.
kind to yourselves and given the opportunity one another.
Yeah. Fucking. Yeah. Give us some more questions for the next mailbag, which will not be this long.
No. We won't leave it this long for one thing.
Yeah. We'll try.
We'll play some game. We'll play 2 whole episodes of game next week. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Pork Futures. I mean, Conquest of Camelot. And see you guys next week.
Conquest for pork, futures for Camelot.
Pork Quest.
I'm gonna stop my recording on that note.
Bye.
Pork Quest for Future Lot. I'm out.
God.
That was dumb. See, this is what happens when we go too late. Fucking.
It's great. It's so good. Stopping too.